out, everybody. All right. So, welcome. If this is your first time viewing us, then welcome. Thank you for, I guess, finally checking in. But you're checking out at a good time because you are checking in during the tournament that we're having for KC Corporate. And what a treat it's going to be because it's going to be the Honeywell Alpha team versus the Honeywell Beta team. And there has already been some very nerdy trash talk in the chat. It has been wonderful to see the threats of needing to call in everyone from IT so that way they can come fix a problem. Oh no, then the team would be gone. Retorts of good thing my phone's on silent, things like that. Good nerdy banter. So welcome to the League of Legends KC Corporate tournament here. I'm Dr. Spirit Bear, and first of all, huge shout out to Dick Rays and their sponsorship for all the games in the round robin we've had. We had one round of tournament last week. We're having 2 games go on today as well. And so it'll be great to see these teams, again, all coming in and playing against each other. And so a big shout out as well with Select Quote, Well Sky, Henderson Engineering. KC Game On is great for putting all this on. If you haven't been to a KC Game On event, please make it out. It's wonderful. It's a lot of fun. Again, a lot of fun. I don't know, fun nerdy people all together playing games. You meet new people. You get to have a lot of fun, and so I believe also Burns and Mac is a part of everything too. So again, Dr. Spirit Bear, Devin, the Lol Dad, Shriner, all the other things you can know him as. He's out of town, and so it'll just be me getting to talk a lot of words. And it'll be great. Let's see here. Loves Mountain Living driving now. But when I park, me and my squad are pulling up heavy to your next stream. Cool beans. Not sure who that's to, but it's okay. Word. Let's see here. We're waiting on just 2 people. 1 from each team, it looks like. And so this is I've already mentioned it a few times, but this is going to be great for you guys to watch. Make sure you pull in people, let people know that this game is going on because these teams played week 1. Week 1, it was Alphas that won, right? I started saying that super confident, and then I should have looked before I said it super confident. Right, yes. The Honeywell Arcane Alphas won game 1. That was the first week that was going on. And they came away with some solid wins, but again, great games nevertheless. But since then, I feel like the Honeywell Bilgewater Betas felt, I don't know, shame that they got beat that first week because they have torn through so many of the teams that they've been up against. As we see another person jump into our lobby here, so we have just one more waiting for us. But I'm going to pull up the tournament so we can see who is in charge, so to speak. So right now, tonight, we also have Henderson Engineers sitting at 2-4, going against BMCD, EPC or Feed, and they are 3-2. Also some great games. I wouldn't mind be able to try to grab like a replay of that at some point and be able to show that for everyone because, again, I think that'll be really fun. And like I said, tonight we're having the Honeywell Arcane Alphas. They're 4-2 against Honeywell Bilgewater Betas, who are 4-1. And the difference is because Honeywell, the Betas, as we come up here, are our number 1 seed. They lost that first game and then said no more losing, and they just tore through. And I wouldn't say I had upsets because I feel like all these teams are fairly even. Sure, they've kind of, evened out a little bit here at the end. Oh, all right, they're ready. He's pulling up his notes. Yeah, they're still having some good trash talk. So we will pull up. Oh, I need to make sure I capture that in here as well. But we're going to pull up the drafting, and I'm really excited to see these drafts come in because Let's see. I don't know why I did that. Because I didn't do that on the other page. Let's see. If I mess it up, I feel really bad. No, there we go. All right. We're set. We're coming in. All right. So, as I was saying, like, it'll be really fun to see these teams making sure. Only on the left. Oh, no. That is crazy. Thank you for letting me know. Why would it do that? Nope, that's not right. Well, we'll keep them seeing everything. We'll do that. If that's better, let me know. I found the mono for that. All right. Thank you, chat, for helping me out. And let me know if that is better. Okay, so as I was saying, like, it'll be great to see these teams banning and playing against each other because they obviously know each other with all the things that they've been, all the trash talk and the funny comments back and forth with everything. But it's been really fun to see as the games have gone on, the preferences that have been coming out between all of them, as well as I think one of the reasons that these teams have had more success than others is they've usually had kind of a core group of 5 that have played, and therefore how they've been playing the game, the meta they've been coming up with as a team has been really good. Thank you for the audio feedback. I appreciate it. Well, not actual feedback, the feedback on the audio quality. So off the bat, Alpha's getting rid of Malphite, Wukong, Pyke. Again, all good bans and fairly targeted against the team on the Bilgewater betas. Golden Banana Fish really does do well when it comes to some of the tanks and bruisers. Wukong often picked in the jungle, definitely something that Bacon can feel confident on. And then Pyke, not only is Pyke well used by Dalp, but Pyke has been shown to just all of a sudden just make 1 or 2 hooks at the beginning of the game, and then it's just over. And then likewise, we see a Jax ban coming out. I like that Jax ban because the recent, not the most recent patch, but the one before, and maybe even this patch too, as I do have some patch notes that I was going to go through if we had time, because it does affect some of the people that we might be seeing. Like, we might be seeing some Olaf with his buffs here. Rumble and Senna got some nerfs. And so when we see Jax being banned here, Jax is a great ban because Jax has been buffed up and someone that can really just kind of pop off. Caitlyn, also a comfort pick that we see 12's Tribute. Just, I feel like it's used a lot, but pop off, I feel like is one of the most accurate ways you can describe 12's Tribute playing, especially when he gets his hand on Caitlyn. Volibear, again, another champion that is often used topside. Really, both top laners enjoy Volibear. So I find that somewhat interesting, wanting to make sure that that comfort pick is out. I just mentioned Senna got a nerf. It's more so with the AD carry version of Senna. So this is going to be exciting to see Dalp here pulling out the Senna with combining the Jinx. Again, Jinx is another champion that again, once you get running, especially once she gets excited, yes, it's a Jinx from Arcane, and she will do incredible damage to your team and just mow everyone over. And then Nocturne was that first picked. We've been seeing that over and over again. We've been seeing how much utilization we find in champs like a Galio, a Pantheon, a Nocturne. These champions that can come in from halfway around the map have really been utilized and cemented in the meta that we've seen at the KC Corporate. And then Nasus getting picked out here. I find this a little interesting. Nasus is someone who can have some rough matchups, especially in top lane. However, Nasus has been played in the jungle as well recently. So I'm excited to see this flex pick here, who we're banning out. They ban out Set, making sure that there might be a safer pick topside here. Misfortune is being hovered for a ban. I think that's a great ban as well because, again, comfort-wise, that's someone that really can play safe and do well. Shen, I think another great ban. Shen probably is someone that's going to get if Shin's not banned, Shin's probably getting picked. Shin is great topside and has turned around a lot of fights we've seen in KC Corporate. But then also, you can also take Shin in the jungle. You could probably even take Shin support. So again, a champion that if you feel comfortable playing Shin, you can be able to do so much for your team. Last ban, 4-3. We're going to see who they pick here. They pick Shyvana. It looks like with that pick, they're saying we think that Nasus is probably going topside, although I guess Shyvana could be, played up there too. Oh, he just typed out who let the dog out. He's just, Golden Fish Banana already laying claim, I think, to the Nasus there. Smolder picked up on the side of Betas. That is exciting. Again, another really good scaling champion to go alongside the Nasus. And then we have Ari, who is just being so good in the hands of Spoofhound. I will be excited to see how they can utilize Ari to make sure that the scaling that's needed for Nasus and Smolder can have the best chance to get there. And then we see Aurelion Sol being hovered. Interesting and locked in. All right. So we've mentioned it every single game. J35 really appreciates those champions that can have control. Oftentimes Anivia gets picked up. We can see Malzahar. Aesol is another one that can control your lane, play safe, sit back. Am I going to kill you in lane? I mean, probably not, but I'm not going to let you get kills either. I'm not going to let you get ahead and snowball the rest of the team, which is something that Ari would want to do and something that Spoofhound can do really well in picking up early kills, taking over the game until it's necessary to hand off the reins to the AD carry. And we see Ornn be picked up topside. Ornn against Nasus. They are so set for late game with this Ornn and Jinx, Aesol, and Senna too. Senna can infinitely scale, even as support. She'll get there eventually. That when Nocturne starts to kind of not be as impactful, trying to pick out a team fight, we have these people who can turn off the lights, throw down the Ornn horn, and come through and hit some massive AoE against everyone. And then Pantheon is the last pick here, coming out, again, somewhat trying to match up against the Nocturne, which will be great, again, to see these ganks coming out all sides of the map and everything ready to go. And just to come in with some of the trash talk that we're seeing from these teams, we're seeing this. No, what? No, I don't need to. We'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, am I not? Oh. Apparently, I was like. Apparently, I was open with Team 1, and it was gonna be like a 6v1 or 6v5. Actually, just to show how old I am with League of Legends. Actually, I'll just type this. But in the old days, they didn't have a proper spectating system, and so they had to actually load it up 6v6, and the enemies, or not enemies, sorry, the people that were spectating would both choose Teemo and just sit in the base and just hang out there. And then they would like be able to look at the game, and they'd combine their views. But it was really old and really funny that's what they would do. So all right, there we go. It's not gonna be a 6v5. I would have felt really bad I don't know. I wouldn't have felt that bad. I guess I would have a lot of fun playing. But they are so far. They're just gonna go through and pick out their champion. So as they're doing that, we can continue to chat and talk about how we are up here right now in the Honeywell Bilgewaters, the betas versus Honeywell Arcane alphas in this top side of the bracket here. At the same time, Henderson, BMCD are playing against each other, and the winners of these two games will play each other. This is a double elimination tournament. I think that's great. It's wonderful because it's not just one and done. There are chances to come back, and we will still be able to see, again, most likely the teams that did better throughout the round robin are probably going to stick through, but I'm excited to see teams that can come through and deliver one or two of those upsets. It's great. It's so much fun. And then August 1st over here, you can see that the championship is UMKC. I believe that was confirmed today. We didn't talk about it during draft because all the players knew, but Lock was just released on this patch. Lock is here. But as per usual for other tournaments, we are saying that he can't be used for at least 2 weeks. It may even just be the whole tournament. He's not allowed. It's often the case when a new champion comes in that they don't just get played right away. I wanted to show off some of again, we're going to have some spectator delay, so let's have some fun and nerding out on some of this stuff here. Aphelios got some buffs here. I haven't seen any of the AD carries that are playing today play Aphelios, but I know that's because he has been somewhat guarded in the sense that if you put too much into his kit to be well in solo queue, that means he's going to be great in pro play. But I would love to see, I think both of these AD carries are guys that could come through with the dexterity and with the knowledge that I could see that happening and being used. Bard got a nerf here. Really sad. Not as much meeps to be running around, which I know a couple of our supports in the tournament have enjoyed, showing that they could probably play Bard and see what happened there. Brand, I don't know, some ups and downs. Brand is another kind of controlled champion. I think maybe we've seen him in bot lane so far. Cass, I don't know, mini nerf. I'm surprised Cassiopeia hasn't played more. She is really good and still really good. Draven, I would love to see Draven get pulled out in our tournament, especially now. Kai'Sa's a champion that I think a lot of the AD carries in the tournament have been utilizing. And then here we go with some buffs here. And even if someone wants to get really nasty, could play Kai'Sa mid. That'd be fun. LeBlanc, Olaf. Olaf, I think, could make an appearance in the jungle. That would be exciting. He's been played a little bit, but in the jungle would be great to be able to see that as we have everyone locked and loaded. And like I said, we'll be getting to the spectator here in a bit. Sion, getting a little bit of help, and again, another really good scaling champion. We've seen a lot of champions pick that can help pick off people, or let's just scale. And Vex, again, another great control mage. If I had a guess of all the champions that got buffed or reworked a little bit that we haven't seen as much, I would say Olaf, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see how that comes up. But all right, we're getting to the spectator delay. I have it set up so it'll spectate and pull in the. They had a DQ today. Oh, not enough players. Oh, and Lock is banned the rest of the season. All right, if they can't, that's fair. We have Nick telling us that if all the teams can't play Lock, then none of the teams will get to play him, which I think that's fair. That's fine. My only retort to that is you should win your games and then maybe get to play him later. But that is a bummer that Henderson had a DQ today. So hopefully that means that everyone that was going to be playing in that game can just hop over here and see these two teams play and battle out. Again, it's going to be the Honeywell Alphas versus the Honeywell Betas. I'll try to get something set up when we get into the game to have some indicators of what's going on up there. So we are about a minute and a half out from jumping in. So again, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you again to Dick Rays for sponsoring, letting us nerd out and have fun. I know that they also help sponsor some other events in the area, so it's great to see a local company really investing locally in community and just fun in general. It's great. Well Sky, Honeywell, Henderson, Select Quote, Burns and Mac. I think it's great that these companies throw in their teams, not only for League of Legends, but there's also Rocket League, there's Smash, there's Marvel Rivals. So throughout the week, keep make sure you have KC Game On followed, because you'll see these teams playing against each other in all these types of games. and it's just wonderful to be able to see, I don't know, a fun community of people having fun with all these games. So we are about 35 seconds out. I'm excited to see all this because, again, these two teams played week 1, good games, and both teams have only gotten better since then. Both teams have really kind of found their place in the meta. We're doing Fearless Draft, so Game 2 is going to be, all new champions, which, again, has been so much fun to see. What can people pull out? What can people do? What's going to happen when this person gets banned out or gets really focused on by the rest of the squad? So it'll be great to be able to bring that to you. And we're loading in here pretty soon. Let me see if I can pull this up and get switched over. Oh, it's still not pulled up. That's okay. All right, alphas. Let's see. I should have looked a little bit more, but there we go. Betas are on red side. Yeah, so I have that set up. That was a 50-50 guess, so that's nice. All right. So we're in here. I'm going to do this and actually zoom out a little bit. I love doing this. If you want to spectate, Control-Shift-Z, and you can pull back, and now we can see even more. It's great. And people rushing into the river, which is not something that's really done anymore. Ever since they changed up how some of the... Oh, I wonder if he's going to go for a quick... Oh, he does get a hook down onto Senna. Some early level harassment going on here. Duskbringer trying to, push him out a little bit here. That is a pretty low Senna. That's definitely going to be a little bit more rough. Looks like there could be some friendly fire. Would hate to be at the water cooler tomorrow. Assault and battery 100%. I don't know if you were here earlier, Assault and battery, but I was talking about how there was some trash talk about doing some things to make sure that IT gets called in or the right people can get called in, and now they wouldn't be there for the games. But it was some great. You could tell they were friendly, some good friendly banter going on there. As we're just kind of jumping around here, just some good fights, some good harassment here at the beginning. I'll be seeing if they're able to push back here with Smolder, trying to make sure that they can even up on level 2. Topside Ornn is so annoying, and that brittle damage is way more than you're ready for, especially your first times. The Flay coming through, he's going to step past the minions. He does get rooted up, but he does not guess where the Senna had a flash, and now the Jinx is just continually pushing back the hammer onto the Smolder. I love seeing Threshes that do that. Oh, Devin's not even here. He's not even here to see the Thresh being played. Poor guy. Oh, man, but Thresh walking forward with the Flay. It's great to see the people that know. Oh, here we go. We're seeing a gank. Oh, that spell shield was pretty early, as now it's a Flay Ignite going down. Barry being popped by Jinx. She's trying to run away. Thresh is not giving up here. Thresh is getting rooted down. What's going to happen? A flash forward from... Oh my god, the Jinx gets the first blood. The flash forward from Smolder. Is Smolder going to be able to fight this out? Because Senna does still do some damage. She's going to get one more auto attack on there. Does get the kill. It's 2-1 in the bot lane. We saw the gank in mid. Flash did have to get used by Spoof Hound there. And a great gank mid, making sure that now that there's no flash, that Ahri could be a fairly easy target, especially since Ahri has been pushing up here. But what a fight bot lane. This flash forward from Smolder, trying to just eke it out and make sure that the Jinx didn't get that first kill, but it was not there. Ooh, trying to come up and stop the back. I don't know if that's going to be the best of play. Is he going to live here? One more tick, and actually, I think that was the last tick. Spoof Found with the kill. I think Aesol was just trying to make sure that Ahri couldn't go back, but landing that charm, all that extra damage on there. A great job of not just being stuck in shop and paying attention to what was going on. Spoof Hound equalizing out there, and again, if you let Spoof Hound get the kills and get going, it is going to be so hard to stop the Smolder and the Nasus from continuing to scale. Good Q from Senna. Again, the Sennas that know how to be able to aim the Q from the items, the minions and the wards in front of them there. Senna, going back to the nerf that Senna got, Sennas were rushing Static Shiv, I believe, and when she would land the auto attack or the Q, the bounce effect from it was resetting her Q, and way too fast. And so they decided, hey, we're going to change it from on hit to on attack. And we're seeing Pantheon in the back here. Is Thresh going to throw up his lantern back there to pull him forward? Because they should have seen that Senna was up there all alone and actually popped the vision plant, but is not going to do that. Asol doing some good damage back. Still staying up, or at least competitively with CS, as well as bot lane. I think that's one of the biggest changes that we've seen from, or not changes, but like the differences between these two teams here, who I would say are some of the two best that we have, against some of the teams that, you know, went 1-4 or 2-3, is if there's a kill in your lane, all of a sudden you're now super far in CS, or even sometimes the opposite way, as there's a hook because there is a vision in there. Ignite does go down. Is Senna gonna be able to get away? Senna tries to stop back to like land the Q and some heal a little bit, but that's just going straight down. Again, Dolp doing work with that Thresh, and Smolder now is 2-1-0. And while Jinx is ahead in CS with the Cole, oh, that damage coming out. Here's some Brittle. He's calling it in. He's going to knock him up. Oh, the flash away as he misses. I think he still might be dead here, but I'm going to give Golden Banana Fish some props there on great flash time, the timing of flash there. Although he did use Ghost as well and just couldn't get away. And Ornn is just going to push into him, and he doesn't have TP, so he's not going to be able to join in right away. So a great job from Ornn, but he died. I guess he just wanted to get back to base faster. Oh, it's not faster at this point, but he just wanted to show off. That's what we'll say. Arcane Slayer just dying even though he didn't have to, but he's still up really high in CS. NASA's coming back with Ionian Boots, trying to make sure that he can be able to fight it out and get some more of that cooldown. Bot lane going back. Question mark ping on bot lane, making sure they don't know. Great job from the alphas on blue side here. They have warded up really well, and they're trying to keep an eye on the dragon for sure. I didn't even talk about dragon. Who do I think would have the advantage there? I think early game alphas would have the advantage. I mean, yes, you have Ahri who could try to pick someone up, so if betas are able to get in position first with Pantheon and a Charm, then that will just set up the Dragon really well, as we see a miss there. Senna trying to go away again. There's the exhaust going on to Pantheon as he just keeps running forward a little bit. Is still taking some rockets to the back as he runs away. NASA's popping ultimate is just charging down, trying to be able to do some damage, and just really just trying to make sure he survived that all in from the Ornn. There is a ping on top side. I want to see if this is Nocturne going there. Is Nocturne going back mid? Spoofhound almost has flash up. It is almost there. He's popping W, try to get some of that movement speed, and there's not going to be a follow through. That flash is still not quite up. It's almost up though. Top side is still kind of battling out a little bit, but Ornn is just really in control right now. But Jinx, especially, if Jinx can be able to get going as, oh, just kidding, Nocturne's only level 5. That's why he wasn't going for any major ganks. Nocturne, you got to get some levels up there, buddy. And we see some jockeying for Dragon. Let's see here. Oh, good root coming out there. Thresh, though, not really caring, but now he cares because he's in the middle of everybody. He's jumping away. Senna just continually peppering on the backside here. But here comes Mom, and a great hook coming through. The Ignite might do it on the backside. No, great Q, great mind to do it. But Dolp, actually, that was the last tick. And we see 2 dashes forward from Ahri as she's trying to do the kill to get another third one here coming through. Ultimate coming down, raining down the stars, and just breathing fire down. J35 tries to get out of there, but we're going to see some follow through. He's trying to fly around. Pantheon used ultimate on the backside and doesn't have it at the moment. We have Thresh, who does have flash. He's going to land the hook. It does not happen. And are they... Let's see. Yes, they are on Dragon right now. So a great job of trying to make sure they pushed out the Asol so they could get this fairly quickly. They are in vision, but they'll still be able to pick us up. So Dragon 1... Ooh, that was a nice little try from Jinx with a little bit of snipe. And the knock-up coming in there. Here comes the Ornn Horn. We're going to see him. He's probably going to land it this time, aren't you? Yep, there's the knock-up there. And, oh, Nasus, he wanted to get that cannon so bad, but I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, the bait coming in. Senna knew that he was going to have the backup of Nocturne and Pantheon. Poor Bacon, he fell for it, jumping right in there. Got a little too excited. A good flay coming out there. He's not able to get around that minion. That would have been too slick. If Dalp landed that, that would have been too good. If he pulled that off there. As far as gold goes, alphas are, the alphas are ahead, and good use of the spell shield there, but then Ari making sure that she waited to land the charm, but now it's just all stuck out. She's trying to go back under tower, is able to survive. Is there hook just to show off? No. Oh, Dalp, I thought you were just going to hook just for fun, just to show him you could land it. Coming back to lane, Smolder does have the Essence Reaver, so that is going to be great to help accelerate and get going, while Jinx has definitely gone for a little bit more of get some farm to especially with the Cole there. As we see Pantheon, he's coming in here for a gank top, and oh no, we're going to see a try to jump away. Great buffer on that so he doesn't get stunned up in place. They're going to try to chase him down. He just has too much health, I think. They're not going to be able to really do anything here. And is he turning this around? Asol and Nocturne are looking to see if they can assist some. Oh, Bacon needs to get running. He might get knocked up here. So much CC coming through, and he's just gone. That chase was too far on top side, especially since there were already 2 from alphas roaming up there. But now Jinx is all alone, and great damage coming out there. But turret shots are coming through. Mom is trying to help out, but there was a barrier, the barrier from Jinx to make sure that she survived. Back bot side. Oh, Dalp with those boots of swiftness, just trying to chase down with the hook, the flash. Are the pots going to be enough? Woo! Yeah, it is. Wow. Barely enough to survive that, but did use flash. And so I would bet Dalp, Biggie McLarge are saying, Bacon, that ultimate's up. This Jinx is easy to pick on right now. And a great job pushing her out. Senna and her coming back. Jinx are coming back. Nocturne's on the top side, getting his blue. Also has ultimate. We can see some good action coming out here soon. Ari, you're going to look for a charm. We'll see. Question mark Peen's going crazy. Nasus just has no idea where Ornn is. Ornn was in base, which is fair. But Ornn does have TP. So I'm wondering if they will try to utilize a lot of the push to making sure Jinx is safe, because you got to know Jinx is the next target here. Great charm. Spoof doing a great job with these charms and dancing around, taking some damage back, but that Q coming back with the true damage does more than you're ready for. And then we see bot lane pushing out. What's been great from the betas is they've kept wards in these bottom bushes here. Just kidding. I'm not going to talk about that anymore because there's Exhaust trying to stop the Pantheon damage. And there's a great hook from downtown. Bacon OP, making up for his sins of dying earlier. Picks up that kill. Great ultimate bot lane. Again, you knew it was happening. You knew they were going to go bot lane. You don't have a support who can CC everyone off to you or keep you alive or whisk you away with a lantern. I mean, that is if you click lantern. Let's be honest. Who really clicks lantern these days? It's so frustrating. Great CC coming out, a knock up there. Wither, not going to do much there. So we see a fight over. Great spell shield on from the hook, so he's not going to be able to do anything. Pantheon trying to be able to survive all this damage, but Jinx from downtown with the rocket just making them pay. They made a good play, and then they went to push too far, similar to last time they were top side. Here we go, top lane. Misses the ultimate again. I think he's 1 for 3. That is rough to see. Nasus does get away. Hopefully he can still live here and does not get too greedy like last time. The hook comes through. Blind hook. Was that a blind hook? I think that was a blind hook. All right, we gotta we gotta see that again, because he comes in. No, not as fully blind. Still blind. He didn't know where he was in there. Senna should have known that they're walking right up there and see that come through. So, I don't have much more on that one than I guess. But Nocturne's hovering bot side. They spot him out. They know he doesn't have ultimate. Good chunk of damage from Spoofhound onto the mid tower. Ari does have ultimate, so can be able to pick someone off if she wants. And everyone has ults down except for Ari. And the great spell shield, making sure the hook does not have a follow through as they're jockeying for that vision. Especially with Dragon being up here in the near future. There it is right there. I think Ornn wants to go back, maybe buy, and they can TP in for this fight. especially since, oh, but he misses the CC on there. He's going to get punished for this. NASA's just throwing down the hammers, a flash away. The bonk coming forward. There's a ghost to make sure he can follow through. Is he going to go on a tower? He's not, because I feel like that would be a squished banana if he did that. Thresh waiting in the pixel brush. Let's see what he does here. We see the natural Dalp, the natural Thresh, and the natural habitat as it's spotted out with Jinx with the zap. Oh, you can't get one on them. And again, more. Oh, there's that TP coming through. Smolder, are you in trouble? Because Senna's going to try to chase you down. He flies away. He's only at half HP. The hook, the flash away from Senna, making sure that doesn't happen. Ari does jump away there as there's now CC, the blast cone over. Ornn, I mean, he's kind of out by himself, but he can really lay down some damage there as blue buff is taken away. And Ornn really pushes everyone out as they're able to collapse. NASA's on the top side, doesn't have TP to join in right now, or at least doesn't even have the mana to really do anything. And I think the right decision here is being made by betas. They are saying, you know, it's not worth trying to fight over the second dragon. And we see now dragons tied up 1-1. Cloud Soul will be for us today. I mean, both teams could really appreciate, since really so many of them are really can utilize. Oh, I think Thresh is Dalp going to do this. Yes, he is. The hook wasn't there, just out of reach. But both these teams could really utilize that extra movement speed and the extra help on their ultimates, and can really focus on picking people off, staying alive. But I definitely think that the alphas would have a little bit more to say, a little bit better with that. And are we really jittery here? I hope not. Or am I just like looking off to the side? Oops. Hope not, because that'd be a bummer, because it was working just fine all the other times. Alright, anyway, as we see Aesol jumping away in mid, there is an ignite that Spoofhound threw down, making sure that he got out of there. Let's see if I need to do anything with this. You know, on the fly stuff, you know, nothing serious. Open the, oops. Sorry. I wasn't there. Sorry. Sorry, Nick. I just saw your message. Alright, so again, some fighting around. I want to see if someone tries to grab any of those neutral objectives. There's going to be some good fights again coming through. Oh, again, missing that CC coming through, taking some tower shots. Now Nasus is going big, and he's getting on the right side here. Miss again. Oh, no, Ornn. He keeps missing the horn. He's just off on that timing. The Wither's not letting him get away. Bacon OP. Bacon OP picking up the kill just with the AoE damage on his ultimate. So, kill secured there. What a... Man, what a good teammate, as I don't think we're going to see this tower go down because Jinx AoE is able to take it through and protect. But Smolder starting to get kind of going here. Let's actually take a look here. We're at 142. What do we need again? 120. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll be faster. Yeah, so we're already at the number 2 here because of the scaling that this Big McLarge has already been doing. Sorry, I clicked and we missed that. Let's go back. We're gonna watch that. Who am I kidding here? We're gonna see Spoof just sniff it out here, knowing that Spoof can be able to jump through there. Great job not letting any reaction come through. Trying to do some damage back, but Aesol knew once that charm land, they were just going down. There was nothing they could do about that. Well, let's kind of catch up a little bit here. It's probably gonna be a little boring. Nasus picks up a Trinity Force. And some more pushing. I'm just trying to catch up here a little bit because, you know, we're already, I've gone back a little bit. So we'll speed up. We'll catch back up here a little bit. Yeah, nothing much going on right now. I'm not going to talk that fast because that's crazy. Oh, just kidding. We do see a gank and bot side here. I'm in super slow motion for fun. I want to see if they're able to, if he does actually get locked up there. He does not get locked up onto it, but the Jinx does land the rocket, and are they able to get away from this? He just casually kind of just let Mom help him out there and just run backwards. Didn't even need to use any fancy moves from Dolph with a flash lantern. And top lane here as well. We talked about earlier how Ornn was so far ahead, and now Nasus is just slowly and confidently been stacking up. Oh, speaking of stacks, yeah, what am I doing? What is it? It's, there we go. We're going to do this real quick. 354 stacks on the Nasus. Mid lane almost going to go down and taken down for first tower here. One more. There it is. Beta are up ahead, and I think they're going to get this one. Ooh, that was a pretty close last screener. Here comes the Orin Horde. It's going to knock up. It's going to do some damage, but that Aesol is just so much AoE damage there, and Bacon wasn't going to be able to go anywhere. He did pick up the eye. He got that, and so they were able to walk away and can try to use that in the future. As in the chat, they're pinging out and saying like, hey guys, they used a lot of their ultimates on me. And I have seen betas do so good. As there's a chase down here. Ari does land a charm, completely burst out, but the Chompers does stop a little bit more of the aggression there. Spoo found 4-1. I'm pretty sure I said like a week or two ago that Spoofound cannot get Ari, and apparently no one listened to me. Ari is just always a good pick. I wish I could say that about everyone else, but I can't. Orianna got nerfed, and that just breaks my heart. She got nerfed like 2 times in a row, man. She's a champion that used to be always be picked. But Dalp looking for a hook there, does not land it, as we do see some fight over this second, or actually the third dragon. Who's going to get number 2 on there? CC is missing. Smite coming out. The rocket, oh, it does not land, but is Dalp going to go in? No, he's not. I feel like that was probably the right decision, not needing to push it. We've seen what happened when betas push too far and try to get too much, as seen on the top side after a long gank, and then we saw them fighting over red buff, as this top tower is going to go down. Minions doing work, but Nasus probably isn't too upset about that, because he can just just keep farming, just stacking up those Qs. Dalp did a great job of clearing out some CC, or some vision rather, with the thread with CC. I have yet to see Lantern pulling someone in, but I know Dalp can do that, and I'm ready to see if someone steps too far out of line for Bacon to jump in, for Dalp to help with the presence. And Senna running around top side, trying to get some vision too. They might make a play here on top. There's some pings coming through. Nasus, buddy, you got to run out of there, as there comes the darkness coming through. This CC, he's going to land it. I got him. Yeah, he does. All right, there we go. AMF Cerberus taking that kill. 2-1-4 on Nocturne. Nocturne not making as many plays on solo people as we've seen, but this right now is where we can see that happen, when the lanes are starting to get stretched out and long, the towers are going down, and so we can see Nocturne help out some more, as they used the ultimates on the Herald fight, but weren't able to capitalize on those ultimates being down as much as they could, even though I guess they did get the dragon. But Jinx, ooh, some of those rockets doing some damage. Dalp does not care as he keeps running forward. Some CC is going to root him up there. Zap on the backside, making sure he is just slowed. But he does have, I like it when the boots of swiftness get pulled out. Unless it's got changed since last I've known, you can't get slowed down from just like the slows. Is that right? I feel like it is. All right, lots of good pings coming around. Trying to chase out Bacon OP. Nocturne with the ultimate again, slowing him down a little bit, but he's making sure, he didn't take any of that damage. Doing a great job throwing the shield towards the direction of everyone else. Senna with the shield on the backside, not able to do it. And there he goes. He pops back in there because Spoofound is there to help save the day. He gets another charge on the ultimate. He's going to chase him down. His charm is going to be up really soon. There's the Ignite. There's so many slows. There's the charm. Big McLarge picking up the kill. Great job from Alphas, though, knowing that while this is not great for us in the bot side, they're able to push through mid and take down a tower, so they still get something out of it. Jinx getting excited as they can run around, but a great job from Bacon OP. I know I've kind of said he hasn't had some of the best plays there, but that was a great job of waiting and holding off his ability to take no damage when he's facing them. He didn't panic and pop it early. He made sure that he was within the tower range so he could be safe. Even the Senna ult was not able enough to take him down. As we see Senna still picked up Static Shiv, so I wonder if that is still going to be the best pick here, or maybe I don't know, I maybe said Elbow Glaive. Maybe someone can correct me, and I won't feel bad about it because taking away that vision is huge. So we'll see what they do there. But Nocturne going back to taking red buff, trying to make sure he can keep up with the gold. Are they going to look for Smolder here? Cerberus does have ult. No. Smolder is... He does a flash. He has barrier. He has the ability to build runaway a little bit. And again, yeah, just trying to find some vision, as unfortunately Bacon did have to like pop the Herald out from everything as Ahri ults in, ults away. We're going to see if she's able to... Oh, that hook. If that hook landed, that was a great job. Smolder, he takes it in for a ride. Pop, he's going to jump out, but great placement of the Chompers. Make sure he gets picked off on the backside. And they're going to have to run away for sure, as that is... Oh, the flash gets two into lockup. There's the call from the god, and he nails them down. I think it's the call of the Forge Gods or whatever it is. The stars, the star falling, whatever it is. It was Asol and his big and pretty, and his big planet just like smashed them in the head. That flash away from Smolder, the panic flash, locking up both teammates. I wouldn't say that sealed the deal, like was everything, but man, that really just kept everyone in place. And they're still following Bacon OP. They're still trying to do some damage on him as he flashes away. Bot side, Nasus. Oh, man. Another miss. Oh, Arkham Slayer is just not on it today. I think he's waiting just a tad too long, as Nasus is just smacking him down. In the chat before the game, Banana Goldfish was asking who let the dog out, as there's a flash. And, man, Orin is actually doing a pretty good job of trying to run away here, as the rest of the team is here. Oh, Nasus, no, he gets picked off. J35 with the kill in the end, but they're not done yet. Bacon OP wants that kill. He jumps in there, gets the last Q on him, but Nocturne is trying to get a fear. Does land it so they can run away a little bit. There's Asol throwing out the big slowdown, and I think they're going to back, but they're on a ward. Are they going to be able to stop this? Dalp is going to land it right before he goes back. They're going to jump over the wall. They do the kill on the Playlock with that Senna. The charm, though, lands onto Jinx on the backside. The flash over the wall is not going to be able enough, even with the barrier, because we have an Ahri who can just keep chasing like it's nothing. Nasus pinging the Ahri on his own team, saying, like, yeah, man, I see you, as they get their third Drake. They're on Cloud Soul Point now. And if they keep getting these abilities that they can just keep popping off on, it's going to be really hard for alphas to come through, especially when the vision has been great from Bilgewater. They've been moving as a team from objective to objective. Again, Spoofhound 7-2 on this Ahri. Asol, J35 really good on these control champions, but it's just not quite coming together with keeping up with the gold and C. Let's see here. Nocturne trying to just poke on backside. Ornn from downtown isn't going to be able to go in there. Great job getting through there. It's going to be a Smite fight. Who's going to get it? Red team snags it in the end. But Jinx popping off, getting that shutdown into Ahri. That's going to be a lot of gold coming her way. And so many are going to die on the backside of this. Was it worth it? Because Dalp is the only one that has the Baron buff now. The collapse was so fast with no hesitation from alphas. The Jinx rocket coming through, just doing so much, as well as Asol with everyone gathered together, just popping off. There's going to get a lot of tower here. I don't think they can end, but that was a great job from alphas, just charging in there. There you go, Dalp, making sure. Oh, he gets a hook there, but it's on Ornn, so you don't want to do anything with that. What are you going to do there? Another hook not going to land. They're going to be able to get this last tower here. They are. Are they going to stick around? Good call. They are not. Let's see. This has been great. Back and forth. Alphas back in the gold lead. When you start getting to this point in the game, the gold lead doesn't get, it doesn't hold as much weight, but it's still impressive to see the gold swinging back and forth between both these teams. And both teams really in the last 5-10 minutes making big plays against each other. Big plays, back and forth on each other. Nasa's, as well as Nasa's known, he hasn't gotten a kill. He's only 0-4-3. I'm hoping Nasa's could get some kills here and just continue to be a menace for how rough it was early game. The other thing though, so big. I was just talking about the gold being in favor of alphas, but another thing that's in their favor is Ornn, and those Ornn items starting to really going to make a difference. And that's so much extra gold for your team, just built into your kit. Great wards, spotting out the Ahri. Everyone's trying to keep track where she's at. They can't quite step up yet, but they do have, because Dalp's in mid, they do have that the cannon minion who's able to take down that turret and just kind of slowly walk in some of these minions here. Fight on top side. Ornn trying to do some good CC. NASA's still trying to... Oh, there. There's Wither. Oh, Wither's so annoying. All right, I'm looking to see what the next big play is here. Are we just going to try to make sure we can get some vision and pick someone off, or are we going to wait for the next dragon? As Nasus is healing up a little bit, but then that brittle damage is so much. Nasus is just kind of sending it now, trying to do a lot of damage, but he is going to get picked off again from, the Jinx smacks him in the face that makes it so Arcane Slayer can be able to get the kill. Everyone was charging up there, trying to help out, but it just unexpectedly, he wasn't able to even pop off the ultimate or flash away, because that damage just came in so quickly. And then here's Aesol doing so much clearing of the minions, doing so good with controlling the waves that, yeah, they got some damage on that tower, but now they're getting collapsed on again. Have they stuck around too long? We're going to see here. Here comes the Ornhorn. Is he going to go for... he flashes over, but he only picks up the Ahri. I think he's going to put in the middle there. And so much CC with the triple knockup coming out. Arcane Slayer, he doesn't need the ultimate. He just is going to hit the knockups there. And so many down again for betas that this next dragon should be easily gotten by the alphas, as they're going to be able to clean up the vision and make sure they can't get away. And they're not going to get this bot side of the... I say the betas are not going to be able to get bot side of the jungle now. And that's, again, great job from alphas, again, all being called in to make sure that they are on the same page for what can happen. Oh, and speaking of what can happen, Bacon OP has to flash away, as there's just all 5 right there in his face. Now there's the pings onto Dragon, and I think they'll just pick this up pretty easily. There's really no way to come in and stop this unless there's a big sacrifice from Bacon. Not going to happen. So, Soul delayed. Great job from alphas. Again, they're ahead in gold. Man, it's going to get rough from here, because they all 5 have the Ornn items. They are going to be able to just continue to snowball and have so much of the gold in their favor. I've mentioned a lot about Jinx being able to pop off, but Smolder did hit that thresh point, or the threshold of being able to have like that mini Elder Dragon and be able to pop some people. So if they can protect Smolder, if they can protect Ahri in some of these fights, and here there's someone's getting popped out. Yep, there goes Senna. I don't think this is something that Q from Golden Banana just wiped her out. Woo. That is now a 5v4, and we're seeing some charging forward from betas, trying to see if they can get some CC and picks. Not really going to happen here just yet. Great buffer. The charm does pull him back a little bit, but great quick mechanics from Arcane Slayer, making sure that he didn't get pulled in and picked off by the rest of the team, as Smolder is just going to continue to get a lot of this farm from far away and just poke people. Baron is up. Are we going to see a big push for that? Is it a trap again? Who knows with these teams? A ward over the wall to see if they can spot people coming in. They know he's over on the other side of the wall. Who's going to pull the trigger first? Smolder is a little caught out there, but caught out is actually Ahri. Ahri's on the backside. Pops on the other guy, trying to go to survive. We're going to see if she can survive. No, because the instant she came alive, 12 tribute picks her off with the ultimate. They're all trying to fly away here, but it's not going to happen. Double kill with Jinx. Is it going to be a triple? There's the triple. Is it going to be a quadra? There it is. All of them are gone. Who stole that pentakill? Who did it? Call him out. Send him a nasty email. As Jinx just ran them over. And it was the unexpected damage, too, that came out from when they were gathered around the tower and just being able to kind of pick her off from far away. Ping's going down on to the inhibitor. Dead for another 15 or so seconds for everybody. So a good push. I wonder if they would have just pushed straight off and didn't get Baron if they would have actually been able to win this. But again, you'd rather make sure you kind of play it slower sometimes. But we have 4 on the side of alphas with bounties. Huge. Well, and it's crazy because like this game, everything was so close back and forth with gold. And then these last few fights have gone so well for alphas, and they're able to pick someone off right away that then the whole team fight collapses, and you're not able to keep up with it. You have Jinx, who's just going to run you down. Ornn has been doing great on CC and so many people. Zap not finding anyone there. Is he going to... Woo! There's a lot of CC. He's getting hooked up there. He's getting pulled back into the center of everything. It does not matter. He gets taken down. J35 doing so much damage. He just slowly got pulled in. Couldn't do anything. Great CC from, again, great coordination. Alpha's been so on the same page. Everyone's been running around together to protect everybody. And again, where I was talking about seeing betas using their pick-off potential, they're the ones being picked off. They're the ones who are completely on the back foot. And yeah, it only takes one pick to try to land onto this Jinx, but she is Guardian Angel. You know, she's going to have so much of her team behind her, even if you land a pick-off by the time she's resurrected, because they're all sticking together. And then, oh, wow, that is just melting all those minions. Buffed up with the Baron buff. Spoofhound in the middle. He's going to get jumped onto there. So much damage. That's one rocket. Here comes the Senna. Are they going to block? Ooh, look at the team. Look at the teammates there. They knew that the rocket might come in. Now I just want 12 Tribute to shoot it down to base. Shoot it to base. And so when she backs boom, she gets it. No, okay, fair enough. I've only done that like 2 or 3 times, and I try way too many times. Smolder does get Infinity Edge here, and does have the Rapid Fire, so Smolder... All right, Smolder can be able to do some damage here. Smolder can be able to, you know, reach and find some people. Next dragon is up. That is going to be Soul if Beta can somehow get it. But they're just going to be able to find some CC. The hook not being able to land. They're all caught in this choke point. Only one gets knocked up. The CC is not being as spread out as it has been sometimes. Oh, there comes it. There it is. All right, A-Soul. Sorry. I should have known. As they're focusing on Nasus. Nasus does go down. A-Soul picks up that kill. Arya's trying to run away. She dashes twice there. Has one more left. Uses Ignite to make sure Nocturne doesn't actually fall all the way. Not a complete wipeout, but they're also now on Soul Point. Alpha's taking over again with so much damage in CC, and the TP coming in, going right past everybody and trying to make sure they can keep this pressure up on the inhibitors. They have so many minions behind them. Let's see if they can end here, because they have the Jinx who can get excited and just go crazy as they've left her all by herself on bot side. Oh, that was risky for sure, because she could have been easily picked off, I feel like, if everyone would be chasing down to see her down there. But they're not, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter all these what-ifs, because what is really happening is being up 10 kills, being up almost 10,000 gold. Alphas, it's their game to lose at this point. They are doing so good with utilizing their team comp and being patient in these fights. They didn't panic when their CC wasn't, you know, popping off like it was in the other times where they get 3 knockups or something like that. They knew that, let's see, I gotta check what the Falling Star, the Skies Descend from the A-Soul. I don't think I've ever actually casted an A-Soul being in game like this before. Bacon trying to steal it, does not happen. And Bacon, you got to hand it to Bacon. He's not one to back down and just let things happen. He's gonna make them come to him. He's going to make sure that there's a big fight. He's going to make sure that something happens, and he's not just going to stand there. Speaking of which, is Jinx caught? No, okay. I was wondering if they were going to like pick off the Jinx right there. But picking off Jinx doesn't matter because they're going to pick off the Nocturne, shut down, go over to Big McLarge. Ooh, they have no jungler. I mean, well, what's... I say that like there is Baron up soon. I don't think Baron's quite up yet, but all right. I mean, being patient, waiting for that pick off, they got it. You know, Nocturne stepping too far to place. Pings going down from Alphas, discussing how they can slow down these minions to make sure that there's no quick end. Oh, A-Soul. Okay. All right. I see you, buddy. And are they going to look for the pick off on the other side here? Bacon just staring him down. Oh, good little splash damage from Smolder on the Q. And there's going to push back these minions really well with Smolder. The hook coming through. Again, stopping the Ornn from continuing to chase them with the CC. Pings going down. They're wanting to push that top wave, maybe it looks like. Some pings. Cool. Let's see where they're going here. Oh, they're looking for some of that fighting. He picked him out there. He's ulting. He's ulting in the back line. He's trying to be able to get onto him. He does. There's the G8 gets popped. 12's Tribute's going to come back. He's going to be able to kill everyone, though, as we see Ari going down. Senna picking up a kill. Ornn picking up a kill too, and now it's just all backfired on the backside. The double kill for Senna. She's gotten pretty strong there, and there's some pings just to go in the game. I think that's the right call. The Bacon OP, we mentioned it earlier. He's not going to sit back and let him. He's not going to let his team just slowly lose. He wants to make sure that they get the chances. You got to take those chances when you're so far down. Got the GA off Jinx. I mean, what more can you say? But great game. It was so close for so long, and then even though Alphas were ahead in gold, they still, some of those team fights felt really close. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great job from both sides. That was so much fun. I'm going to jump back here in the lobby because I bet they're ready here pretty soon. To keep going, and it looks like they are switching sides. Yeah. Either way, great game. 1-0 for Alphas. They are again. They played week 1. Alphas did win that one. I, for a long time, was thinking that it was going to be Betas that won. But they just weren't able to continue with all that momentum they had early on. But both teams were making great plays, and both teams, again, showing why they are some of the better teams in the game in our KC corporate, because there was so much fighting. Yes, sometimes there's some overextending, but overall, both really made sure that. Go to game 2. I'm going to hit that. All right. And then I'll make it so we can see the draft. There we go. People in chat, who would you say would have been your MVP of that first game? We'll come back over here. Man, because I feel like there wasn't like a truly, yes, Jinx like got that quadra kill and was popping off, but that's kind of his Jinx. Actually, now let's say it more out loud. 12's Tribute with some of those rockets from downtown, from all the way across the map, or just going into a fight, was incredible for like 2 or 3 of those fights to really push the team over the edge. And so I think I would give it 12's Tribute, but it wasn't a normal 12's Tribute where they completely blow everything out of the water. This was definitely a team versus team win, and I think that's what's been so great about both these teams, the Betas and the Alphas, with their just teamwork. They, like I said before, they've usually played with some of the same people, and And we're going to be getting into draft right away. Here we go. Jax banned out right away. And let me see, while that is going on, if I can come in here and switch up their names and everything, because betas are going to be on blue side and alphas are going to be on red side here. As we're switching up the sides and continuing with the Fearless Draft. Jax Pike banned out. Again, no big surprises because there's just so much comfort on them. There's so much respect that these people can have on these champions. Malphite, I'm still a little interested on Malphite because Malphite can be a comfort champion, yes, but I don't think I've ever seen, like, could a Jax take over? Could a Pike take over? Yeah. Could these AD carries feel so comfortable that it's hard to, kill them or make sure they get fall behind? Right. But when, I don't know, it's just an interesting one, the Malphite being banned out. Volibear being picked up right away. The MF ban being taken into this first of 3 leaves up Volibear to be instantly picked up by the betas. Let's see. I'm going to look over here. Volibear on the betas. For Golden Banana Fish, right? I don't think I've seen Volibear being played by Golden Banana Fish in the round robin we've had so far. And Shyvana being picked up. Shyvana has definitely been banned for so many of these games. I forgot that was an option this round. Shyvana will be able to. Is she usually still playing the jungle, or is she getting played in top side some? I feel like jungle is probably gonna be the safe bet for AMF Cerberus. Ashe being picked up here. So what does that do? What does that mean for the betas? Do they try to take away the Seraphine? Because Tlaylock is a very good Seraphine player. Very comfort. Just very useful. Especially when the alphas in that last game, they are so much on the same page that if you give them this ability to land Ashe Arrow and Encore from so far away, you're done. Like, you can't come back from that. And so, none? Uh-oh. Let's see what they're saying. Kaisa. Bacon OP says Kaisa, and AMF Cerberus immediately says, sure. All right, so this over here is Kaisa. I don't think there's any way I can fix it, is there? No. Sounds like TR sitting bench. All right, Bard. Oh, wow, man, this is crazy. I just talked about Bard being nerfed some, not being able to utilize the meeps as much, but when it's a comfort pick and you're down 0-1, you got to sometimes pull it out. Bard here for Dalp with Kaisa. Kaisa, though, did get that buff. There's the Seraphine. This is, so far I'm giving this to alphas. You got some comfort picks for with the Seraphine. I mean, it's Ashe. I guess I haven't seen 12's Tribute play Ashe yet this tournament, it looks like, from my notes. But I'll be interested to see how well the Kaisa can be utilized when it comes to being able to get a bigger shield on the ultimate now. Is that going to be really save her? Is Bard being able to protect the team from the great initiation that we have already from Ashe and Seraphine? As Galio's banned out and then immediately Malzahar's banned out because, yeah, I wouldn't want J35 to have Malzahar either. But are you going to ban Hui next? I want to see. Oh, Silas being picked off here. Silas could sometimes, I think, was it one of these guys that played Silas jungle? May have been someone else. Either way, they're still just hovering Silas. I feel like Silas is a great pick because Ashe, Seraphine both have great ults. Shyvana being able to, I think really help the Silas as he just like sticks to people already. I feel like it's a good ban all around. I'm not sure how much Spoof Hound prefers uh, Silas, but again, that's a fair ban. Mordekaiser banned out here. Again, making sure that I guess Volibear has a better lane topside. I could see Arkham just going with Dr. Mundo or Shen. Oh, Shen's up. Oh no, I think Shen might be picked here. Hwei. Oh, and there's the Hwei. I mentioned Hwei earlier too. Man, again, just these control champions that J35 does so well in. Be able to just sit back, and then we have Ash, Seraphine, and Hwei, who can hit you from the other side of the screen and CC you in Nefiri. Now, Nefiri, I am that might be a mid pick. Spoofhound has some Nefiri games in his back pocket, and actually, the first time these two teams played, he played Nefiri. Now, again, they lost both those games, but I don't know how Nefiri into Hwei goes. But I would have to imagine that being able to stick to Hwei and really get on top of him really quickly is really hard for Hwei. And then a Lowy topside, going to go against Set. Interesting. I feel like that is a callback from a long time ago. All right. Oh, where did he go? We lost someone. Oh, he had to restart his computer. All right, so as a restarting, we'll just hang out here on the champs on their fearless draft. There again, more fun trash talking. Where'd he go? He restart. I mean, Marvel Rivals. I figured gave up because he couldn't group. Like making sure that he hears it and that Dolp is called out for everything. So Dolp should be back here pretty soon. Again, Dolp is going to be playing. I'm pretty sure I heard I am Groot after landing a hook last game. Oh man, yeah, this is just so fun. It's so fun. Especially these two teams, like knowing each other. It's so much fun when this is, it's not a huge community in the sense of like, frisbee golf or not frisbee. Oh, did they do frisbee golf in KC Corporate? Either way, like swimming or the different major, more commonly thought of events for the KC Corporate Challenge. But like being able to bring in these corporations across Kansas City to play against each other. Again, both these teams from Honeywell, so they know each other. They're enjoying the banter. So as we're waiting for Dolp to get back, again, huge shout out to everyone here. Thanks for being with us for Game 2. Throw that follow in there so you can check out the other games that happen throughout the week with the Marvel Rivals. And there he goes. He's back. Do we need to remake? Sorry, I was in the middle of my spiel and he couldn't join. There he is there. Is he going to stay in? All right. I think he's good. They got to go through pick band or like the pick bands because we did on the drafter. Anyway, so shout out especially to again everyone that's here. Check out the other games we have going on with Marvel Rivals. We have Smash, the Rocket League. Excuse me. But again, huge shout out, Dick Ray. Thank you so much for sponsoring us to be able to do this, for being great in the community overall, but it's awesome that we can be able to play these games, to stream them, to cast them, and have fun. Not only with some great gameplay, but also it's fun to see, again, these people banter back and forth, the friends, the people that know each other, have fun. But then when the game's on, it's we'll be enemies for a little bit. But thanks to Select Quote, Well Sky, Henderson, Burns Mac, Honeywell here, both teams Honeywell. It's great with all these teams coming in here, putting forward their name and their time, their dedication to it. Huge shout out to KC Game On as well. If you have not been to a KC Game On, the number 100 is coming up towards the end of the year. I know, like, not to like over exaggerate and make Nick feel bad or anything, but man, Casey game was fun. I can't see how the 100th is not going to be a blast as well. So definitely try to make it out. Make sure it's on your calendar whenever we announce it, because it's such a fun time meeting other players. I enjoy playing League of Legends, so I get to meet new people doing that. But you also get to go around and see people playing games you've never seen before, or see VR. Sometimes people have their VR stuff. Sometimes people are just, hanging out and playing different board games and card games. It's great to meet people that you've played with online, and now you get to meet them in person. So definitely keep an eye out for that 100th Casey Game On. So again, thank you, Casey Game On, for letting us stream here, but also just, I don't know, you guys do a lot. Nick, you do a lot, man. You do so much for everybody. So everything's locked in here. They are going to be jumping into the game. Now we will have our delay that will come in here, but let's go back to this draft here. Let's talk about it more. Again, the mid lane, Nefiri and Hwei. I have never played that matchup before, so I can't tell you what it is. But when a champion, who I know there was a time that Nefiri was played mid, but definitely not meta. But when you have someone who's really confident in that way on that champion, they surprise you with like the damage they can do. They surprise you with being able to make sure they can dodge certain abilities, and I think that will be the goal against Hwei. And as I'm talking out loud too, I can see that they didn't ban out Hwei on purpose, letting J35 pick that up, knowing that Nefiri can be good into Hwei. Like, it was like an instant lock too. Like, if you saw that when they were doing their drafting, that it was just right away Nefiri gets picked up. Kai'Sa and bot lane, I am a little nervous for this bot lane on the betas, because Ashe and Seraphine do a lot of damage, and that will definitely be really difficult. Just to make sure that they're able to survive early game will be so important for Kai'Sa and Bard on the Bilgewater betas. Top side, Alawi and Set, again, not a match I'm super familiar with, but Alawi has been someone that I've been surprised how many times that she's been picked up in the tournament, or even in the round robin rather. I can't remember who it was, but someone had like the most damage in a game with like almost 100,000 damage by a single champion or something crazy like that. So I still think I have to go with the alphas on this one though, and I know I have jinxed whoever is on whoever I say I think is going to win. Often doesn't, and I do feel bad about that. But I think alphas, they have some good comfort picks coming out here. They have a really good ability to try to just kite back and not allow big initiation to come through. And that's also where the betas kind of fall, is that there's not a big giant go button. There's not the Ash Arrow, there's not the Encore that can land on a few people and we know to go target that person. We have Alawi, who really wants to more so split push and make sure that if we do have a team fight, that I've set up my tentacles a little bit. We have Volibear, which is Alawi topside. I want to make sure. Yeah, Alawi has to be topside, right? Alawi can't jungle, right? Either way, Volibear running through. Again, yes, Volibear can run at people, but you're going to get slowed so much before you get there. And if you do get in there, if Alawi is trying to smash people around with her idol, like, Set can just grab them and jump. So it seems difficult for me to really look past the, there's less variables for alphas. There's less chance of them getting caught off guard and not being able to follow through with their damage. So, am I going to have that error that Devin and I have sometimes? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right, there we go. We're coming in here. Skin-wise, oh no, J35 and 12's Tribute, no skins on that bot side. What is going on? No skin for Nefiri? Man, look at these guys. No, oh, did they all? None of them have skins on bot side here except for Thlaylock. And I really hope that was on purpose, because that is pretty hilarious that he has this really fancy Seraphine KDA skin and the rest of them didn't choose a single skin. That's I hope that was on purpose. That's pretty fun. Oh, come on now. Get me in the game. I'm waiting. We're all waiting. In chat, what are you guys thinking? Or is there a clear winner on who you think is winning this draft? Is there, I don't know, is there something I'm forgetting when it comes to how these teams are going to interact and fight against each other? It's something that, I don't know. I'm only human. One person, could happen. The other thing I want to ask too is, who all has flash on their F key, and why is that the correct one? Let's see the Bard. Eraser Joe, come out the Bard. Gotta be Bard. The T1 Bard. Eraser Joe, what is your flash on? What do you have flash on? Is it D or F? And if it's not F, why are you wrong? Oh, it did get that error. No. All right, we'll reconnect and then catch back up with everybody. All right. Let's see. I'm going to be really upset if this doesn't work, because all the other times that this error has happened, like Devin and I are able to just jump right back in. And if it just keeps happening that I can't jump in, is that going to be... Oh, that can't be it. That would be so sad. Oh, well, we'll do this while it's waiting, because, you don't want to just stare at a blank screen. That's no fun. You can look at the Unicorn and Shark and Winger from... It's like the How to Train Your Dragon, one of the shows on How to Train Your Dragon. Rescue Riders, yeah, so that was part of the Halloween costume last year for my oldest. TSM's in the background. I am somewhat getting loaded in here, so let's hope that we don't get another bug here that makes so I can't spectate. That would just be so frustrating. Oh, all right. I am going to transition us back in, because we are here. We're going to watch some of this gameplay. Let's speed up a little bit because... Oh, come on. Why can't I speed up? Y'all good? Oh, maybe it was one of them. That was buggy. So maybe I'm not really late to the party. All right. Let's zoom back out a little bit. They're yelling at the Bard. Still. All right. Alphas, who's DDoSing me? Alphas, making sure they get control of bot side here. Really up in the lane. Oh, I like Dolp's Tom Kench sticker. Oh, the Penglue tip in the hat. I like it. Those are my favorites. Are all the penguins, all the pingus. All right. Man, there's so many lanes to watch here, as Nefiri doing some good damage right away, just chomping forward. But speaking of good damage, Seraphine landing the Q so much, and then Set just giving them the 1-2, and also taking out the tentacles. I wonder if that's the tech idea, is to take out tentacles really fast with the punches. As Hui's laying some damage back. And there goes those tentacles. Alawi is still okay, but man, really relies on the extra damage from the tentacles. Ooh, pops forward as level 2 set. Ooh, great job from Arcane, not actually stepping into tower range there, but just continuing to make all the pressure forward. We see level 2 bot lane against Kai'Sa and Bard. Kai'Sa just now getting the first couple CS there. Ooh, that is rough. Not great CS in bot lane either way, let's be honest here. There was some, good, the flash, or no, the flash, the ignite coming out. The flash from Golden Banana, making sure that, I don't know, that there wasn't anything nefarious going on here. That was kind of a weird play bot side. Hwei make some damage, making sure Neferi pays for that early damage. Oh, that tower shot, yikes. AMF Cerberus shouting out Bard, saying that he's DDoSing himself. Or no, actually to Golden Banana Fish. That he's DDoSing himself. Hwei trying to do some good wave clear. Does pull Hwei in. And we'll see where Volibear goes. I think Volibear could have a good gank for bot. Ooh, there's a question mark ping on the Bard. I feel like they should know that Volier's nearby, as Spoofhound was trying to go back, but J35 making sure that that doesn't happen. I don't think Hawkshot actually spots out the Volibear here, as they were kind of worried. We'll see if Bard comes around and gets the gank off. He's going to use the portal to get through. There's the portal going through bot side. Ooh, they does get rooted up there, but not on the side. There's exhaust coming through. Some damage from the Volibear, really doing a lot. There's another flash forward from Kai'Sa, trying to make sure that she does get her passive. It's not going to be there all the way. The heal from Bard, making sure that that tower shot does not incentivize any further chase. The flash and exhaust used from Tlaylock, but a flash from Big McLarge as well. Really wanting to get that kill, even though it does not happen. Volibear also used flash on making sure that he didn't get rooted up. So a decent gank bot lane. Really, again, fighting, make sure that 12's tribute does not take over this game again. And no stops, so they can be able to go back and buy Seraphine, picking up some boots. Hwei coming back to lane with the mana crystal and armor. Good call on the armor. Ooh, grabs the soul. There's some good damage that's coming down from Alawi, but whoa, the haymaker coming through. That's so much, and she tries to be able to get someone to kill on the backside, but no, it doesn't happen. First blood for Set. Wins it out. Just chase him down. I mean, barely, let's be honest, barely won that out. That was a great fight, knowing to stay in there, and then when all the damage coming through from that built up shield, it was just too much for Alawi to handle. Golden Banana Fish down a lot of CS, down hopefully not down in morality. Hopefully he doesn't feel bad. As Set, it's been a while since I've seen a true Set played, and oh, good damage from Neferi there. But if I remember right, Set sometimes just jumping in the middle of your team and just not letting people go was pretty crazy. Some good damage from Hwei, as Neferi just trying to dance away. Going to go back now. Is up in CS, which is pretty impressive. Especially as a melee against Hwei, who can just poke at you so much. There's some good damage. Seraphine's annoying. Soul does get grabbed up, but Set is level 6. Alawi, is this a fight you want to make? Now she is level 6. Does not get pulled back, so she can go back in for more now if she really wants to. Kai'Sa does not find anyone with the missile. And Seraphine, ow my, dancing in front of him. Oh, that's so annoying. But, you know, when you have nothing better to do, go for it. Volibear spotted out. Going to take care of that ward. Knows he's spotted out, and there's nothing they can do about it. Alawi is catching back up in some CS there. Does jump forward. Oh, Set pulling off the ult immediately, but she just grabs the soul and ultimates down onto him. I think this might be the wrong order. Oh, what do I know? Because he just blows her up. Wow, so much damage just continually just popped through. I was expecting Alawi to be able to heal up more through that. Maybe that's going to be more levels later on when she's able to actually take on a fight like that. But they're kind of caught in a rough place here. Volibear's stuck, and he can't really go anywhere there. The Fury, Spoofhound, does pick up the kill. Hwei with the ultimate doesn't actually get a kill himself, and also Seraphine goes down. They seemed so caught out, but then they were able to turn around and pick it off. Really, the Shyvana at the very start of that, and Telelock on Seraphine. The burst coming forward, and Hwei trying to do some damage from long range. Man, I can't remember who it was, the Hwei from like last week, that was just blowing people up from so far away. And Nefiri is going to stick on to them, and Bard misses the Q, doesn't have any mana, but is just going to continue to charge forward. I think he's going to take Hwei down because he's going to follow through. Does not get slowed down. No, what a great blast going over the side there. But Nefiri is trying to follow, but gets feared away. Is he going to survive? No, he's going to flash forward. He only has a little more options there. He does actually land the Q on the backside. I think it's the Q to take the kill. Now here's Volibear just being beefy boy, but Shyvana is trying to do some. Not 6 yet. Volibear is 6, so he could jump away if he really needed to. And the chase from Nefiri and Bard goes unpunished, even though they kind of missed some of their abilities. And Nefiri really showing what it means to take control early game. And again, that seems like that's what Spoofhound likes to do, is making sure that they have great impact early on. And impact early on has also been set. Arcane Slayer, man, you know how to play set. Like I feel like sometimes people, I could play champion, but they're not comfort, and then they lose out in lane. But Arkham up 20 CS just this early, 8 minutes in, will be pretty rough for Alawi to make sure they come forward. But I feel like that was also last game. Golden Banana Fish took a little bit to get going, wasn't quite landing everything. Oh, and Nefiri jumping on with the ultimate, but there's the fear, and is not really going to be able to stick to him very much there. J35 sitting back, making sure to use the right combination to not get picked off and to fear the Nefiri once he got jumped on. Alawi topside trying to make sure that they can clear out and get all these minions here because they need every last one they can get. And then mid lane, Shyvana jumps forward, trying to be able to get Nefiri here, but that's just kind of rough when there's no true hard CC that's going to really keep Nefiri down, as he can just kind of dance away and I don't know, be really slippery. But it looks like the Voids are going to be picked up here. Are they going to go check that out? Nefiri and Volibear, they are sniffing it out, and I'm trying to make that pun work on purpose because the Thunder Bear and the Great Hound are doing so much. Set jumps in the middle of them, and he just it looks like he just stomped Service. Down goes the Dragon, but here's Hwei doing so much damage on the backside. Alawi with the tentacles doing a lot. Actually takes down Arcane Slayer, and then is going to keep charging forward. Here comes another one. She's going to jump again. Yes, there it is. Takes down Hwei as well. 2 kills for Alawi. They did pick off the Nefiri, but what a team fight. That's more of the tentacles slapping around that I was ready for earlier. Wonderful job from Betas. They had prio and made the Shyvana pay for trying to be sneaky and getting the objectives. Volibear already a bounty. Looks like going for a little bit of damage with AP as well. I don't know Volibear's build path on everything, so that seems like a surprise to me. But getting far ahead here, being able to win out these earlier fights will be so helpful for the Kaisa being able to get those break points. And then all of a sudden she's hitting you like a truck with her W and ulting and staying safe away from all the potential CC. Well, nothing's happening there that the alphas have. Eraser Joe, you still never told me if you have a flash on F or D, so let me know. All right. Again, if you are just joining or if you're seeing the alphas, 1 game 1, so they're up 1-0. Can Betas push this to a game 3? We'll see. As Hwei is trying to catch back up in some farm here, but Nefiri just does so much damage when you get picked up on. And there's a lot of damage coming through there. Arkham Slayer does not have ultimate, but is still putting out some damage against Alawi. Alawi jumping back and just slamming down, and comes out on the better side of that, even though she does, I don't know, she's still pretty far behind, I would say, overall, but picking up the a lot of that armor early on is the way to go when you're up, especially up against two ADs like this, as Neferi is just jumping forward. Hawaii kind of just throws down everything, is doing a lot of damage, but not able to get the kill. Volibear was there just in case Hawaii got a little greedy, and we're seeing a gank on top side. I don't think it's really going to do anything to Shyvana. Shyvana gets the soul ripped out and is just getting smacked around by some tentacles, trying to run away. Alawi feeling pretty confident. While that was going on, Neferi almost got picked off by Hawaii, trying to stop the back. I think Hawaii did stop the back, but again, a good job from Spoofhound, not just being, so focused in shop, knowing that J35 knows how to play Hawaii. F is for flash. So yeah, thanks for apologizing. Yeah, F is for flash. You're right. Oh, soul grabbed again. Golden Manafish is on point with these, as we see Set trying. You see what Set's doing there? Set's trying to get behind so he could grab Alawi into the tower, but great job by Alawi just kiting back, not letting her get in that position. And we're seeing another fight around Dragon. Some damage coming through here. Neferi is getting a lot of damage. Jump down into Shyvana is not soon enough on that. Neferi does go down though from AMF Cerberus. Volibear jumping in and doing so much to everybody in AoE, and Kaisa is just staying in the middle. Still has flash. I think she's going to do a lot here as she's trying to run away. There's the ultimate, picking off the Ashe because Ashe was off a little bit, but Hawaii saves her by pulling away, and another save coming up from Set, just completely removing her from the fight. Alawi does grab the pull, is throwing down all the tentacles and all the ultimate. She is going to do so much damage and healing here, but she just can't pick off anyone that last bit. There's so many low H bars on the side of Alphas, but they win it out. That is insane. They did so good of making sure they could still help each other on the edge of dying there. And I want to know the name of this because I can't remember. Leap of Faith. Really? That could be better. But I was ready for the Leap of Faith from Alawi to do so much more, and she was going to be able to heal up and just stay there. But because they could just stay on the edge, Set now 4-1 and 2. Kaisa was so close to picking off a 12's tribute in the backside there with jumping around with the ultimate. And then all of a sudden you have Hawaii barely grabbing with the long-range CC to pull her and slow her down, and then Set just grabbed her and just dunked her on the other side of the river, really saving a lot of that team fight, because I mean, maybe there could have been a flash forward from Biggie McLarge, but Kaisa was so close to picking up everyone in the team fight with the AoE that Kaisa can do, and then as well as just the passive when you can just burst someone down. Bard is being cheeky on the backside as they are. She picks up. Ooh, it does land the stun. That's so much damage coming out there. There's the pop. He's going to be able to flash forward, but oh, it was the bait. Great Bard ult, making sure they get saved by the tower, but it's not going to be enough because they chase him down. And that was such a bait coming out there. The healing and the shield, the flat, like the barrier and the flash saves out Ashe, and Biggie McLarge really wanted that kill, but now Ashe is going to start getting much further ahead. We saw some fighting topside, but that wasn't as exciting as bot. Man, that was rough, and you could see what was going through Biggie's head of like, oh man, I've got this. Like, this will be a great way to come back. Ashe stepped too far forward. What a great job from Bard. And oh, Shyvana jumping on. We see, is he going to take the... No, he gets just chomped down. Bard trying to take the portal, but just couldn't. He wasn't magical enough there. That is rough for Dolphin. Now, they are kind of running away with it. We do see the Bilgewater betas picking up Rift Herald, so hopefully they can use that a little better than last game. I know there was a big push mid, but I think there needs to be a little more coordinated effort to make sure that they really can extract the most out of Herald. Neferi doing some damage, being annoying in mid. Some pings. They know where Shyvana is, it looks like. Volibear is trying to maybe get some vision on topside jungle to really keep track of what's going on there. Set pulling back the Alawi so she can't just keep smacking with tentacles. The Ignite really cutting down on the healing. The flash away. You see the flash. Oh no, okay, the Bard gets 3 in there. Is he going to get a better position for the Q? Ooh, Big and Large pops 12's tribute. This is going to be a double kill for sure. There it is. And also top side, Alawi gets the kill he, from the looks of it on the minimap there, just ran because Set was going to hand over a kill either to Volibear with the assist or just die to the Lowy. Great job from that. There comes the big damage. Shyvana going to go to top side, see if she can help out. There's ultimate, but the Fear coming out. Great job from J35. Always has that lockability. The flash forward dump. Whoa! He came out of nowhere. Just kind of freaked out J35, I think, with the flash away, but that did enough damage to make sure the ignite from Spoofhound gets the kill. And man, what am I talking about whenever one team seems like they get ahead? Because then Bilgewater Betas just won't go down without fighting and really comes back out. Now they're heading gold. This is so great. Again, that started all the way back from bot lane having the fight around the tower, but then able to still get the 2 kills from Kaisa, who now has the gold bounty, to topside Alawi, pulling out the fight long enough. Crystal Arrow lands onto the Volibear, but he has Merc Tread, so that's not going to really bode well toward later on in the game. Some good fighting. Again, he pulls him back, the Alawi, trying to make sure that she can't use the tentacles, but it's just so much. And yeah, there's some damage coming out there with the shield, but one more Q and it's just going to go down, or one more, is it the E or W? Whichever one it is. I want to look it up now. Oh, nope. One. Let's look here. It's the W, the harsh lesson. That is just when she's just jumping around. It's a 3-second cooldown, and so you can't. Oh, but there's so much fighting going on bot side again. Hwei AOE ultimate making everyone separate, but now they're the ones who are caught in this little chokehold. Some jump back. Kaisa, you're kind of out in the middle, man. You're gonna get poked down, and Bard can't survive that. J35 on Hwei picks up the kill, but now Shyvana was trying to be sneaky on the back side there, doing a lot of damage. Bacon OP flashes away, but still gets chomped, and Kaisa jumping in gets helps out with the kill. It was actually Spoofhound that picked that up. Ooh, Kaisa leveling up a little bit there with some of the transformation. They see Alawi on the back side, so they're not going to get fooled by Alawi's, trying to grab anyone with the tentacles and the soul. And still up in gold. That fight was kind of a mishmash of a lot of things going on. Bacon OP trying to push the limit, but the flash away still gave the kill over to Shyvana with the damage, which is the big bite that she had. So we'll see both these junglers who are dead. And, oh, Shyvana running back to base. What's going on there? All right, I wanted to pick up one more item there. So are we going to see another big push around Dragon? Ooh, turret down. Betas are really good. They really enjoy. Oh, Ashe is out there. What a poke on the W over there. Oh, but not able to get the. Woo! So much happened there. She tried to cleanse, but then was not able to still. Oh, she didn't have ultimate either. I thought she had ult, and I was waiting for her to try to ult past. She had a great W, good poke there. Kind of like around the minions, like a little sneaky one, but getting hit by the Ashe arrow. The cleanse could have been. I was waiting for that Captain Jax and making sure that they could really instantly keep going with all their CC, but without a lot of the team there, what seemed like a good ability to poke and at least take control of the lane ends up being a death, and the shutdown gold going over to alphas. All right, here are some pings. Again, there's still a lot of posturing around Dragon, as alphas have been doing a good job with this vision and making sure they can see where everyone is going as they themselves on betas are trying to set up and get their own vision. And they're just gonna say, let's just go for it now. Let's just not even wait. We're just gonna charge in, as this is such a great angle for some encore action. The crystal arrow is not quite up yet. Maybe that's why they're going for it. Oh, it only gets one. Shyvana jumping over, and a lot of AoE coming in from Hwei, but it's just not really going to be able to do enough, as Spoofhound just takes him down right away. Volibear takes down Laylock. There's a flash away, but not able to do it because down goes 12's tribute. There's 4 down so far. Is this going to be another one? Yeah, all 5 are down for alphas. They just got picked off, and while they did take down the Alawi and the Fury, when Kaisa is just being able to do so much to everybody, kind of run around without really being stopped. And then we also had the Volibear who chased down the Seraphine. The Seraphine with the ultimate only hitting 1, I believe, on that fight. And with Alawi being able to continue to heal up through Hui's ultimate and through all the chaos going on in the fight, that was a really good fight from Beta. They get all on the same page, making sure they can make that happen. And a pretty quick Baron being, sought after here. They can do this. Is she gonna try to steal it? She doesn't. No, it's not. It's not there. Great try. It's hard to steal those now, but quick Baron as well as being on Soul Point. Beta's looking better, I think, than they were last game at this point. Yes, they're about the same. There had times where they were running the show, but I think they definitely have. They've had the temperament so far as they've been through these fights of being a little bit more cautious and not as outright aggressive on the chases, and they're utilizing what each champ can provide in the team fights, especially like Alawi with Leap of Faith, making sure that, oh, here's a big giant AoE that you can't come into. Is Set going to get pulled up? We'll see. Oh, he's just being taunted at, but great bait. Now Set is saying, I want to turn around because here's the Shyvana. Oh, but here comes Kaisa. Oh, they're all appearing out everywhere. Great damage. Oh, she ults forward. That seems a little aggressive. I don't think that's going to do anything on the backside. Now Volibear trying to trace through. Jumps in. Is unstoppable. He's going to land the stun. Yes, it is. Nefiri is also here, and he's going to be able to try to get on the backside. Ults in there. Bacon OP does actually get the kill. Nefiri does have the assist, so nothing was really to waste there. And even though there was a little bit of... Kaisa ulting just to get a little bit of damage back onto the Shyvana, they're able to still keep pushing this top tower down. I don't think they'll be able to get it, but they can put on a lot of damage here. And, oh, yep, that static shiv doing some. No soul grab there. Volibear saying hello in mid lane to Shyvana. It's a good trade there from both sides, kind of coming out equal. The shield really helping out, and the Baron buff is doing work. They're really wanting this tower. We'll see if they really keep going at it as they just run mid to get this mid tower. Shyvana realizes, uh-oh, I kind of got caught out a little bit here. Flashes away, does get taken down. Enchanted Crystal Arrow, great Bard ult. Ooh, stopping the Ashe from being able to completely follow through. Set is trying to make something happen there. How'd that stun land? I don't know. It's Dolp for you. And they make it out. They also get that top tower. Double root. Are they going to be collapsed on here? They can try, but there isn't the arrow, but there is an encore. Not able to land any of the other CC there. Set is trying to come through. What is Set? So like him, all the showstopper. I was ready for him to try to grab and just make it happen. Blue side looking really good again. Beta, now they have 3 people on their team with the bounties. And I can't remember the hotkey. Well, let me see if I remember it. Nope. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, since I remember the hotkey, we'll pop this up. Oh, that's O. All right, 1.5 minutes for the next Drake, for Soul Drake, for Beta, which getting that Soul will definitely help if they don't get popped in a team fight right away from the great initiation that the Alphas have. That Ocean Soul is going to help out so much, as there's a double pick, a double stun there. The ultimate coming through as it kind of counters the encore there. Hui's still going to do a lot of damage. Kaisa trying to jump out so he doesn't have everyone also take that. Aiken OP doing a lot. He jumps in there, turns off the tower. He gets a double kill. The Fury continues to follow. Was it a little bit too much? The answer is yes, because there's a great arrow right in his face, but they get the tower. They're going to run away. Great team fight. Ooh, all right, Kaisa, good job. Now Kaisa's in trouble. Kaisa should have just kept running because the flash grab with the showstopper and the blast cone not in the right direction. Volibear getting pulled back in. Alawi doing a lot of damage. Just have her ultimate if she really wants to, if there's a big chase. And that seemed a little classic betas on that side. Bacon OP and a lot of them just kind of just sticking around barely too long. Get a little punished for it, but he's not gonna. Okay, Alawi is just sitting up there. I like this from Alawi, letting her tentacles take form. And so whenever she pulls the soul, then she uses the W ability. She has those all collapse on them. We'll see if she comes up here. There's a TP coming in from Hawaii, trying to get there as fast as they can so they can make sure that this objective bounty also does not go over for a soul. And yeah, they'll take that down pretty quick. Are they really going to go for it? Does Bard have ultimate? It's not fast enough. He doesn't do anything about it. That's okay. There'll be another one. They're up 3,000 gold beta, so we'll see what they can continually do as they are looking like they're, fanning out to get some more vision on the top side. I think it's a great idea. There's nothing left for you on the bot. There's no dragon. Push up at the top. Make sure that you can pick off people when you need to. Yep, and they're making sure they defend these towers. No inhibitor towers down just yet, as Kaisa does pick up red over there. Oh, a ping's coming down on Set. Are they going to go for this? W lands. Set has no flash, so it's a lot of damage coming out there. And again, good job from both of them trying to just, see if someone makes a mistake, what they can do about it. Oh, a lot of ping. Everyone knows where they are. Alawi is going to grab a soul in there. Yeah, she is. Arrow comes through, but it's not really going to be a lot. Oh, Encore goes through everybody, but Golden Banana picks off Playlock. We see Shyvana jumping the back line. Is she able to actually do anything? And there's just so much damage coming to Alawi. 12 Tribute actually takes down Kaisa as they're trying to jump away. Ooh, Bard barely lives, and there's the showstopper as he pulls him back in there, and the Fairy not able to actually get through and do a round of damage coming through. And Ash, 12's Tribute, just continues to do so well in these almost chaotic team fights, making the right decisions, focusing on the right people. Baron is up. They're going to go for it because they do have the people who can take it down pretty well. Ooh, they're saying, let's go get that mid lane tower first. I guess they're scared because they don't have a jungler, but I think you could turn on that Volibear pretty easily with no ultimate, slowing him down. But they don't want to risk Volibear stealing away the. Oh, but he gets it on that last minion there, and there's gonna be some charging in. Volibear doing some damage. Is he going to land it? Yes, he does. He gets so much gold out of that. Volibear is ignited, so he's not gonna be able to heal through everything. But the shield is doing so much and keeping him alive for so long. The slow does not land, so there's not gonna be anything there. Kaisa is also not going to follow through. I wasn't expecting the 12 Tribute to get picked off. Dop doing so good of understanding Bard's kit and making sure, hey, I can throw this out. And, oh, he doesn't stop it. Oh, it's going to follow him all the way to base. There it is. Oh, he got him. He got him. The longest Bard auto attack you'll ever see. And do they pick him off here? Oh, they actually do find Seraphine. Seraphine was just out trying to do her own thing, but Fury says, I'm jumping in here. I don't know, another joke about the dogs being let out probably. And Seraphine down. 12 Tribute just now comes back alive. And I see Bilgewater Betas, again, taking control of the map. Set looks stepping up a little bit. Ash is back there. Ash spots him out. Ooh, Set is kind of caught out here. Good move with Showstopper to just make himself an exit, jumping through. But now, I think this is go button for Baron or for, let's see. I should have just learned it. I'm going to look it up real quick. A minute and a half again on Dragon. So that could be another opportunity for setting up for Dragon and really pushing that to happen. Spotting out Set over there. Again, gonna hit somebody. Yep, hit him again. They're posturing for Baron. You know what I would do is just keep posturing until 15 seconds before Dragon's up, and then you just rush to the Dragon. Because if Alpha spent so much time trying to clear out your wards and get their own wards, oh, good little stun over the wall there. Then they're not going to be able to. Oh, and he pulls the soul too, so he's going to do a lot of damage as they all just collapse on, and that pops over to him. Now spawning more tentacles that try to get him until he kills them, or the time runs out. But I would rush towards Dragon and get this soul because, yeah, you don't want to give Baron over to someone else, but, you could always come back and get Baron. They can't go get soul, and looks like maybe that's what they do. Maybe they just collapse on down here, push out the waves, going back I guess to pick up their last items to make sure that they can get him here. Oh, there's a ping right on the question mark ping asking if that's where they're at. No one stops the Kaisa. Ooh, that was real close to getting caught out there. Oh, run away, run away. There's an arrow coming backside. Voller taking up so much damage, but he's going to be able to actually live. Encore does not land. Great Bard ultimate. Oh, just run, just run. And they keep charging. Here comes Set. He wants to fight. You know he does. They are going to keep fighting and following no matter what here. And they keep chasing him down. Ooh, the soul gets ripped out. A lot of damage coming through. Kaisa trying to get a W so she can join the fight, but it's not going to happen. Volibear back full HP somehow after he tanked all of that. And clearing out the vision, but oof, Laylock is so low. Does still have Flash Exhaust, but no Encore. There's no ultimates. They used everything. I guess maybe they're just going to try to give this. You know what? At this point, yeah, don't go in and fight, because if you go in and fight now, you're definitely going to lose so much more. This way, yes, they have Ocean Soul, but the next one is Elder. And with how close Alpha's got with getting to pick there, if that happens again in the future where they pick someone off and they are able to like get Elder from that one single pick off, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a little bit, but it doesn't matter as much that they didn't get Soul, because they now have Elder. So I think that's a fair move. It's not the end of the world to give Ocean Soul over like that. I mean, it's just pretty tough. As Bard doing what he can to be annoying. Oh, Baron is down so much. They get it. Are they going to run out? Bilgewater Beta's trying to get away here as the ultimate from Bard, making sure he gets everyone. Kaisa misses the W on the backside. There's Spoof Hound. He's just going to just do so much damage and just rip through so many people there. Encore is jumped forward. Kaisa is exhausted. Hwei trying to do some good AoE. Double kill for Biggie McLarge. And the only one left running back is Hwei. His profile picture looks like he's super depressed, so I feel like that's fitting. TP from Malawi going to bot side, really wanting to push this in. About 25 to 30 seconds for everyone, 34 actually for Set now. Hwei, good at clearing waves. We'll see if they're able to actually end on this push, or are they going to stay too long. They do have the Baroned up minions. That just helps blow everything down. 10 seconds now on Seraphine and Ashe and Shyvana. That is going to be so much help. Hwei trying to stop them. They are going to walk over here to this bottom inhibitor. I feel like that's fair. Don't push it. Don't Bilgewater Beta it. Make sure that you can fight on for another day. Go home and spend your gold. They are up so much gold, and so it is nearing the end. This might be going to game 3, which is great, but again, I'm not going to truly commit to that because I'm just going to jinx whoever it is. Ashe on 12's Tribute. Something about 12's Tribute that has been always consistent is the farm. 12's Tribute just never seems like he is far behind anyone, and in this case is ahead in farm. Even though there's been a lot of waves pushed against them, they're still doing so good. Set caught out. Oh, the Q does not land. Set is looking for maybe a fight there. Shyvana, they're trying to hopefully give some backup, but the soul gets grabbed out. A lot of damage does get thrown back into Volibear, but that's just not enough. Set picked off Set 7 and 6. Started out so good in lane, showing Alawi the ropes, and now is just getting bullied around by the rest of the team. That's been like 3 or 4 times that Set has just gone up, not really that far away from his base to just farm. As Kaisa finds Hwei on the backside with W. Shyvana trying to do a little bit there. Encore does go through everybody, but it's not a whole lot. They picked off Bard there. Hwei ultimate doing a lot of damage. Gets stunned up though. Arrow does get flashed away, so Alawi tanks it to the face. Kaisa, fearless, tanking up the turret shots as well. There's another one. We're going to see if 12's Tribute can actually turn this around because he's still alive. Oh, there goes Nefarian, and does get picked off 12's Tribute. Is 12's Tribute going to pop off here? We're going to see as trying to counter around, but the flashing from Bard with a Q doesn't let that even happen because he gets stunned up. Great game from both sides again, and here we go. Game 3 coming in. Awesome. I was excited. I was hoping we'd get a game 3 there because I don't know. These are great games, and you can't just end on 2 games. Looks like Hwei still did the most damage to champions, doing a lot there. But when I look at the damage to champions, I know you guys can't see it, but when you look at the damage to champions there, The there were is really split out with both teams. Like both teams did a lot of damage overall. It wasn't just one or two people who just really popped off. Everyone contributed there, and it looks like we're switching back. It looks like alphas will be the one who are on blue side. So I'm gonna switch that up. We talked about last time if I had a MVP. Man, Dolp was just everywhere. It seemed like Dolp like made a lot of plays happen with the ultimate, like countering. Excuse me, some of like the big initiating that was going on, or Bacon, because Bacon with Volibear just tanked up so much damage and was just always in their face. It's kind of hard to like definitively for me to say which one between those two would have been my MVP. But that, I mean, yeah, Dolp, yeah, was on point. Eraser Joe, oh yeah, thank you so much for your Prime. We appreciate it. If there's any other Primes that you have, Prime subscriptions, throw them our way. It just definitely helps the channel continue to grow and continue to, let's see here. Is there game 3 coming up soon? All right, we're waiting for the next draft to come in here. But yeah, Dolp, man, hearing you guys say Dolp in the chat, man, I think overall his performance, like as a whole, was the best. Some of those cues were wonderful on just picking off the minion or picking off someone. Some of those double stuns, fantastic. But I think my favorite too was the fight they had around bot tower, second bot tower, and there was a big initiation, and then right as the encore is hitting everyone, Bard snares them up. So yes, they all got hit by the encore, but now there's no follow-up because of a great job from Bard. So I think Dolp really showed up that game for sure, especially on Bard. And you know, and then when Bard was kind of always tagged along with Volibear too. And I wonder, I don't know who does the shot calling on the teams, but especially when Set was topside and kept getting like picked off, it really seemed like Bard was the one making those calls because, let's see here, let's do this. All right, so we're in pick bans. We are down to, this is the last game between them. Now, they're not done. Whoever loses this will simply be bumped down in the double elimination tournament that we're having. But, I mean, again, both these teams are playing some of the best I think I've seen them play. We're seeing the same bans, Pyke, Malphite, and Wukong. Not a chance going over to betas. Jax, MF, and Caitlyn banned out as well. Not going to alphas. What's that Dalp saying that Pyke ban was a mistake, right? Oh man. Again, it's great when they all know each other. So let's see. Ooh, Amumu does get picked up. Amumu is definitely someone I think that AMF Cerberus has played probably the most of in like ranked and solo maybe, and has played a couple times, once or twice maybe, in the round robins in the tournament as a whole as with the KC Corp. So I like this pickup. Silas though immediately gets snatched up. I kind of like that right away because Amumu's already a good target that you can grab, especially when Silas can abscond and jump right into your team. Sivir being picked up. This is the first Sivir I think that we'll see, and again being picked up right away for the betas. I don't know, if how much Big Large really plays Oops, I had that wrong selection there. Let me switch this up on my notes. Boop. Big McLarge. There we go. There we go. I mean, the champions that I know Big McLarge from my notes plays a lot of is MF, Caitlyn, Ashe, Smolder, which are all not available. Kaisa as well. Senna got nerfed and played, so Senna's out. So and also all the champions are really getting squeezed out on the champ pool here for Big McLarge. Sivir though with the Silas chasing down people. Lucian Milio, definitely a great combination, similar to the Ask Seraphine, something that really can just do so good in lane, and Milio extending and helping out with giving Lucian even more killing power. Galio being picked up here for Spoof Hound, very different than a Fury, but again, being able to come in and help your team from so far away will be so great. Well, at least I think it's going to Spoof Hound. I guess technically we could be seeing a Galio bot side and Silas still going mid, maybe a Silas jungle, but we'll have to see because Teemo gets banned out here from the side of Alphas. Interesting. Interesting, because I would have thought that Teemo would have been maybe used with Nasus. Maybe they're looking for, let's see, the Alphas here. Who does he like to play topside? That Olaf, maybe. Is there going to be an Olaf picked up here? Or maybe a Mundo? Olaf or Mundo might be my guesses. Oh, but Mundo gets banned out, so I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. Rumble gets banned out for the last of Alphas. We also saw Auction be banned out because that is, whereas Spoofhound had Nefiri to pull out and be a more troublesome mid, J35, who usually plays control, can pull out the Auction and make that happen. So now is J35 going to pull out a Malzahar or Nivea maybe? Again, more control mages that we've seen some success on and maybe some more usage on. Maokai, that I feel like Dalp has played that support. And now they actually are talking about him being Groot, which is a reference to the first game. All right, Heimerdinger. Whoa. Heimerdinger being picked up here. Whoa. All right. Sorry, it's I don't know. One of my favorite streamers, he doesn't do it anymore. Heisendong, like he just made Heimerdinger look like the best champion ever. And if I remember right, back when there was maybe 2 seasons ago for Pro League, maybe even 3. It was probably longer than that, and I just am old. But there are pro players like contacting the Heimerdinger one tricks that played in solo queue because they're like, how do I play this in lane? Because he was being played bot lane a lot. But Heimerdinger mid against the Galio will be really interesting to see because if Galio plays it well, he's not going to be able to get stunned up by the grenade. Therefore, the tower shouldn't really target him. And if the towers are placed too close to minions, his AoE punch will take care of it. There's the Darius. I was wondering if that was going to get picked up too. That was another option, but more so for the alphas because of that Teemo ban. I'm ready. So they're going to go in and do their true actual picks and bans in the game client. Man, these are some different teams. Maokai bot lane continues to surprise me with any success there. It's good though against the Lucian because Lucian's dash can make the CC really hard to land, but now you have Maokai who can just automatically root onto you and knock you around. The Amumu coming in with like a bunch of CC will help out Heimerdinger so much. And if Heimerdinger, if J35 knows how to play Heimerdinger when it comes to turret placements, when to use what ulted up ability, especially if Amumu's coming in and we land a a grenade into an ulted up tower, and they're all just stuck in the giant tower and all these towers. That is so much AoE team fighting that someone like Darius and even Silas will have difficulty getting onto them. Silas needs to go top and steal Cho'Gath's ult and just become giant, because that will be pretty freaking hilarious if he gets just a ginormous Cho'Gath. Eraser Joe calling out the front line is huge. Yeah, I would agree with. I think they have to let betas come into them before they can pull the trigger. Yes, Lucian can like pop people off from kind of far away, but no one else really can. And so if they're able to set up and force the betas to come into them, maybe through the chokeholds or maybe through in a way that's not as as equal, then alphas are gonna be able to really cause damage in those team fights. But Cho'Gath and Darius topside, is Darius just gonna be able to get so out of control that who's gonna stop at Heimerdinger? Like he's just gonna go and just Q and just kill all the turrets, and so yeah, let's be interesting, especially with the rundown. You're talking about like the front line, like the point of the betas with the Sivir and the Maokai, with the it's not Twisted Tree Line, whatever it is, his ultimate, going in there and making sure that they can chase people down from a few from away on the map, and Galio jumping in. But I would love to see Silas go top and get the Cho'Gath ultimate, and just especially early on when it comes to objectives, if Silas can force out never mind. They're mixed up on the in the client, and so for a second I thought it was Darius support, and I was like, well, I don't know what's going on here. But Silas being able to secure objectives with the Cho'Gath ult early on, they'll be able to take that so fast, and he himself will get tanky. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've seen a Silas against a Heimerdinger. What does Silas steal the ultimate, and then he steals the ability to put down like a big turret, throw like all the missiles, which is like the worst ultimate for Heimerdinger usually to choose, or like the grenade that like does the AoE bounce and stun. When Silas steals the ultimate, is it just those three options then from there? Let me know, because I am not sure. Yeah. Lucian, Silas I feel like does actually, now that I look at it more, Silas I feel like does have some decent options in the right context for picking up ultimates. Like he could just grab Lucian's ultimate. Let's say that they're posturing for a team fight around Baron or something like that, and if he steals Lucian's ultimate, and with his AP ratio, he can just aim and just fire from so far away, and just create a zone where they can't go. Or they're fighting around a tower and he steals Lucian's ultimate, and he can just clear out the wave from far away, and now that pressure, maybe he presses R then picks, well, he picks QWE, but would it be it would be Heimer, because like I don't think it'd be like in a buffed up Silas ability, would it? I don't think so. But it'll be an interesting decision on who Silas is trying to pick up on the team fights. I mean, a Mumu will be rough. It'll be rough because Heimer's abilities. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Because so with that case, like Silas grabbing the grenade, or grabbing the ultimate and then throwing the grenade from really far away, is great CC, especially when you're coming in with Sivir and Maokai, or even you abscond, or it's abscond, or when you jump in and he's in everyone's face, he can then throw down a giant turret and they're CC'd and being smacked up by the turret. Although I guess the good thing is the way that the Heimdaller's turrets work is if they slowly build up a meter to then fire off more damage in a big blast. And with Heimerdinger, when you land an ability, it like if you land a grenade, it automatically recharges that so they can shoot out. But now Silas won't be able to do that with like the big turret. It won't be firing off those big shots all the time like the Heimerdingers, who really know how to spread out their abilities in a way that it's going to stack it up. So I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see. I'm excited because, again, Fearless Draft is pulling out these these great champs that you got to be ready for. So as we are jumping into game here, again, huge shout out to all the sponsors. You know, Dick Ray letting us come in and have fun with these. You know, I'm going to do something else too. We'll take that away because sometimes that gives spoilers. Dick Ray allowing us to have fun with these games, have fun with celebrating like in these friendly competitions with KC Corp, and allowing us to. Oh, Lucian is buying now. Oh, Lucian is late to the map here, man. That's not great. Especially since they're gonna be kind of poked out. Oh, he gets right onto him there. The Sivir with the boomerang doing so much damage. Let's actually zoom this out because I think that's way more fun to look at when it's like this. Man, Melio, I don't think he has time to go back. That is rough from the beginning. All right, Silas Jungle. Yes, Bacon OP and Silas Jungle. And then Heimeringer, knowing where to place some of those turrets. But anyway, Dick Ray allowing us to be able to all share in a lot of this friendly competition and a lot of the sponsorships they do as a whole for the community, but especially here allowing us to stream and I don't know, cast, play games, set up the tournament. Thank you to KC Game On. We're streaming on the channel, but then also with everything they do, both with in-person events and also with just helping all these tournaments run with Marvel, the Rivals, and then Smash, Rocket League. Like, it's so fun to be able to be kind of a part of everything. Ooh, good job with those turrets, like focusing down all right onto the Galio. So great job from J35 to pull out this pocket pick here. But also thanks to both these teams. Honeywell, ooh, good dash forward there, and the shield coming out from Melio, making sure that there's not a whole lot to follow through on there. But Select Quote, Well Sky, Henderson Engineering, everybody, Burns Mac, thanks for everybody for being a part of this and some of the sponsorships. There's a great grab there. What is his? His is Apprehend, and then I kept saying Abscond. Is that the right? Abscond and Abduct. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I know some things. Alright, let's see across the map here. I feel like everyone's kind of playing a little bit, like, yeah, there's been some poking, but I feel like you can tell that it's game 3. No one's really trying to do anything crazy. And, oh, Rockets missed there, which is, I don't know, fair. They don't really have the greatest damage. But Heimerdinger doing what Heimerdinger does best, and just making the CSing just a nightmare for your counter lane. As we see, oh, Maokai going out there trying to make sure that there's no Scuttle Crab being grabbed. Is he going to get picked off by Mumu? No, they do see him on that Tri-Brush ward. Oh, there's Melio with a little bit of knockback there. So pretty even from the junglers as they both get the Scuttle Crab. Although Amumu did take time to go down and clear out all of his bot side before he went up and got that. And then we'll see Silas do the same as... Look at Amumu all sad just walking by. My own one trick's abilities name. Oh, man. Good jump away there. I think that's what Galio's going to have to do. You're just going to have to, like, just jump away as Lucian, again, being annoying with some of the punches up there. Silas, he's up top side. He was going back, and then he stopped because I think they're going to go for this. Yeah, there he is. He absconds. He jumps in there. There's a flash away and goes. Arkham Slayer hitting both D and F at the same time so he can get out of there. Oof, that was rough, as there's some pings saying, like, he was, I put the ward down over there. And oh man, J35 knowing some of the moves on Heimerdinger, as no, the smash does not actually knock him back, and the damage coming back from him so much from downtown. Is that burn gonna do it? He barely lives. That was so close. How much? 8 HP there, so it had to be a little bit less. Like, let's say, like, what, 6 or 5 HP? That was so close to going down. Big large. Oof. Surviving barely. Lucian, though, 12's tribute, I think. Oh, as there's a grab, he gets jumped onto, but the knockback from Milios helps save his life a little bit, as Silas is trying to do some good damage. There's so much shielding, as 12's tribute, he does pop barrier. Not able to stop the back from with Heimerdinger there, but I think this is the point too where when you have people on your team who have a lot of champs they can play really well, like 12's tribute does, he can still pull out this Lucian here, and he's up so much CS, and it's not because of a kill. I mean, yeah, they've had some good pressure. They almost had a kill, but even then, he was still so far up in CS that, man, Lucian can be annoying, but then when Lucian can just get all this farm without being stopped, it's going to be such a problem. And I think that's maybe where we're seeing alphas have this little bit of an edge, is because I think Big McLarge maybe was forced into not the best AD carry choice that they wanted because of all the bans that have been going out that you have to ban against 12's tribute. And both times alphas have been able to, yes, they lost with the Ashe and Seraphine, which, as I say that aloud, I realize I pretty much did like cast or curse them by saying I thought they were going to win. But Lucian Melio is such a dynamic combo and duo that it's going to be pretty hard to come out ahead as Bilgewater, and at best you just can come out even, as it looks like they are going to take drag here, and they're trying to get in there a little bit, as we do see the Apprehended can be pulling through. There is a lot of damage coming through. There's no flash or ghost coming out there. He does not land the knockup. This is going to be a dunk for first blood. Golden to the banana fish, getting some revenge, but also the bandage toss does land, trying to keep him there, as so much damage coming out from Galio. He saved that bandage toss to make sure to get it, but oh, great job. Smoothhound goes down, but great job faking OP, making sure that he was able to actually grab the Mumu, who's getting some tower shots. Again, not going back and just saying I'm out of this fight and I'm not going to pay attention, but sticking around. But also a great job from AMF Cerberus, landing the bandage toss, layering the CC so much that when Galio flashed away, he still had the bandage toss to grab him again. I want to see if he gets 6 here. He does. Does he run top and get the Cho'Gath ultimate? Doesn't look like it. I think he'll go back, but already taken that top. Yeah, already taken some of the. Yeah, he's just going back. He's just taking it and run. So great fights in that mid lane. Golden Banana Fish finally kind of coming out ahead on some of these early fights, as we were seeing the other two games. I just was struggling. And maybe here, ooh, he doesn't land the knock up there, but does land some good taunt. And then kind of forcing Heimerdinger to place not some optimized turrets. Bandage Toss does land. Golden Manafish does a flash. Just immediately uses it. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Maokai saying hello mid. He is going to be able to jump on there. And the flash away. Man, that's annoying. He just came out of nowhere, the tree from the forest, making sure that Heimerdinger is playing honestly. And that is the problem with Heimerdinger. It's so easy to push your lanes, and you don't have any of those fun dashes that the new champions have. So you're just kind of out there. Similarly, though, when I was talking bot lane, as ooh, some good knockback, a lot of damage there. The dash away to make sure that he's not actually going to be picked up on the inside. The cleanse coming through. He's trying to dance away. Here comes the Colleen, but it's actually going to do everything. All right, it's called the Colleen, right? I got to check that because I feel like I'm going to say it a few times. Yeah, the Colleen. I did not see that going so well for Dalp, but great job with Maokai being confident that he can lay down some CC, tank it up enough, and then they were able to really get out of that without falling so far behind. Amumu has to go back in. Here comes Galio, though. Get pulled back there. Apprehend. Where are you going, Amumu? Sad boy. He gets flashed forward. He has the ultimate stolen. He jumps back to land everything there. We're going to see him. He's not going to be able to land on his backside. Oh, he tries to... He ultimates the... Using Amumu's stolen Curse of Sad Money, but, like, that didn't do anything because I think they're wondering if they could still go into the Cho'Gath, but with Heimerdinger there, that's pretty rough when he could just continue to throw down some damage, especially if you're trying to leave. Your escape route is just covered in turrets, so good job of them. Beta builds water, betas, making sure that they didn't keep charging forward. That's been a problem of theirs a lot this game, but Lucian is not as far ahead in CS now. There's been a great job from Big McLarge catching back up. And then we were talking about a good pull in to the tower as hello, Silas is back around here. Silas doing some good damage. Is there going to be a chomp? Oh, he dunks. Is he going to get him with the Silas? No, Bacon OP gets the kill as we see a bunch of CC coming down. Milio left him. Milio, where are you going? Is he going to be able to actually survive? No, he's not because they are just chasing him down. Here's the Mumu. He's trying to help out here, but good job on making sure that he takes that bandage toss as he follows through. And knockback, is he going to be able to get the kill? Whoa, he smacks him down. He gets that. Good job of not trying to hesitate and give the kill to his AD carry, because I think if he would have survived that and gotten under the tower, I think he would have been able to live and Sivir would not have gotten the kill. Wonderful job of calling for the go button when Milio was out trying to ward and trying to see what they could, see if they, anyone was coming down bot lane. But just rough timing as now we may see someone else who is getting, there's a back ping. They're saying get out of there, Biggie, because there you go. He is getting out. But so the CS is pretty back to even. And where I was wanting to call attention to was maybe a similar situation with bot lane where you have someone who has a decent amount of champion pool, can really help dominate a lane. We're seeing Golden Mana Fish with Darius up in CS, really doing so good with running around and landing the right spot on the Q. The outer edge of Darius's Q is going to do more damage. And there you go, Milio. Get out of here, tree. So yeah, smack him around a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in those team fights, because obviously Darius is doing really good at chasing people down. Bacon OP on Silas already seems like he's getting to his targets, and now you give him a rocket belt, like he's going to be getting in there and finding who he wants to. So unless there is a good, bait method, I would say, coming out from alphas, they got to really make sure they keep track of Silas and Galio. Well, I mean, Galio can just jump in, but and Maokai as well. Ooh, they're going in there. He wants to start this fight up. Oh, we missed the knock up there as they're just getting more vision, more control of everything here. Beta wanting to start up. Dragon here. Good damage. Galio's not quite as tanky yet against a lot of the MR, and Heimerdinger, good double bomb there as they're trying to get away there. Maokai does have to throw out the trees and all the roots, and they're just trying to flash away and survive. Silas he is going to go down because the flash forward from 12's tribute. He's still in there. He still has barrier. J35 also kills off the big giant tree. That seemed very forced from Beta, really forcing what they thought was a good fight, but then all of a sudden they gave time for Alpha to set up. Alpha was able to just land the right abilities to keep people in place long enough for no one to be able to escape, even with flashes and trying to get away. So good boomerang, making sure that she's not gonna be taken down. Sivir though, once Sivir gets some items though, some of those fights with our group together are really going to go well for Beta as long as she stays safe. So as of right now, letting Bacon try to get to the places they need to, letting Spoofhound try to get some. Oh, yep, no turret though. There's no turret to blast. That would be great. But once Sivir kind of can come online, chasing people down, and as long as she doesn't get hit by that hard CC, she will be able to just ricochet through everybody. And we see the tree looking mid. Heimerdinger is TPing back there. We'll see if there's any play that they want, because that's a lot of CS, a lot of minions there. Amumu back up here. He does a flash. Bandage Toss does land, but Ghost is a better move because they're not going to be able to follow it up. Emilio trying to give some of that extension there. Doesn't quite make anything happen of it, but still makes the Sivir stay back, and she can't do anything. Whoa, there's some pings showing Maokai onto the jungle there. Are they going to be able to tower dive this? Oh, Sivir can clear those out so quick. And there they go. He's trying to jump around. He's just getting knocked around. So much CC. The crowd control is insane. Oh, he actually does get the kill. Lucian gets killed on the bottom side, but back on the top side. Darius does get the kill onto the Mumu. And now we see Alpha's running away. They're not going to get away when he gets rooted down like that. He's trying to come with the CC. Galio a little bit late there. I mean, he tried. We tried to get a double knock-up, but now they're going to go in and get the Herald. And I think, though, this will be first tower on bot side. Again, we didn't see it, but we could kind of see them posturing for some of the semi-tower dive. I mean, when you have Milio, is it really a tower dive when you can do that from so far away? And, all right, there we go. Silas picking it up. I think, have they got all three of these? Maybe they have, but they've done a really good job on these objectives. Most of the games, and I say that as I look up and see that alphas actually are the ones that have 2 dragons already, and a lot of that has come off of just some disjointed team fights on the side of betas. So I want to see them again come in for another fight. Lucian is going to be pretty strong, but Sivir is fairly equal matching in items. Like, the item breaking points are not that different. If Silas can have the right ultimate and find the right target, ooh, that was a good boomerang, really doing some good damage there. Is Emilio caught out there? Yeah, there's a good knock up. There's some CC, another more CC, and more CC, and oh, they have good flash out so it doesn't get hit by anything else. But oh, just kidding. Here's some more CC coming through there. They are just really wanting this Emilio. If they don't get this, they've blown so much. Oh, he's using the Heimerdinger. Are we going to see it? Oh, he actually doesn't use it right away because he is able to actually pick up Playlock as they kept chasing down. But, man, they use so much to chase down the support. And Lucian, is he getting spotted out on the backside? And top side here, though, Darius is laying down some good damage. Does get knocked down, but he doesn't really care, it seems like, at the moment. And he should care a little bit. Here comes Amumu. There is no flash. Amumu does have curse. We'll see. Miss. Oh, good little sidestep there, but he'll have another one. Is under tower. Is he going to get pulled in? No, because the silence was nicely timed to make sure they didn't get pulled underneath the tower. Pings are going down at the dragon, though. And a nice. Oh. Milio, there's some good all chatting going on there, throwing some loving shade to Golden Banana Fish. And are they setting up for a dragon? We'll see. There's some setting up. We see 80 carries being pushed to mid lane. See, neither top laner has TP. Oh, some good little ricochets there. Are they going to be able to pick out some? No, okay, never mind. I thought Galio was going to go in there, but it better not against Milio and Heim. They're just going to be able to really, I don't know, annoy and keep everyone safe. Darius, he's also coming down from bot lane. Cho'Gath, though, oh, he does have that teleport to be able to still join, so it's going to be a full 5v5. If they let Heimerdinger set up some turrets here, that is going to be so rough. Whose ultimate is Silas going to steal? He pops Herald. Oh, there comes some CC across. Oh, picks up 2. We see Amumu jumping in. He's going to have a great curse on the backside of everyone, but it does not get spell shielded. Amumu is just doing so much damage. I know I'm focusing way up there, but she's trying to run away. Are the tears going to get her? The boomerang comes back. Is not actually a tape kit. I thought it was going to go down. I missed the rest of the team fight because Amumu was just chasing down Sivir, and she barely lives again. And now the fight's not over because Cho'Gath is charging forward. He's slowed down a lot. No knock up there, but are we going to see Soul Point handed over and going over to the side of Alphas. That'll be huge. Silas wants to get in there, but Cho'Gath is such a beefy boy, and Lucian can just all of a sudden dash out and poke out some people. There's no vision inside the pit, so I think they're just giving this up. Yeah, I think the call is to give it up. We'll try. Oh, I say that, and now they're all actually starting to converge again. Dragon is taking forever to go down. Are they trying to give us over to a Chomp? No, he gets in there. Is he going to smite it? Yes, he steals it. Vacant OP steals it away, and he does have the Cho'Gath ultimate. He's going to use it to be able to get someone down. He uses it so they do help secure the kills. I think Betas are going to be able to actually clean this on the way out, and Cho'Gath is so low. Galio's so low. They're all so low as he double kill coming in. He did so much golden banana fish, dunking on people there. I think he went down in that earlier team fight, if I remember right. But then because he's able to show up with the, I think he used his extra TP as opposed to using it before that first fight. He's able to come in and do so much. And we also got to give a shout out to Bacon OP. He jumps in. There's no smite. I want to go back, but I also don't want to miss anything. I don't know if Arkham Slayer had Chomp or not, if there's miscommunication, but that got just way too low. That got way too low to get stolen. And then because they're able to come in for the steal, Bacon OP knew that his life was over, but still was able to do so much damage with the Cho'Gath ultimate to help the team cascade the rest of the fight from there. They get 2 towers from it. They get that tower topside down so low, and we see 3 bounties on the side of Betas. Now, the problem is, I feel like every time a team gets way far ahead in both these games so far, as he sidesteps that bandage toss like it was nothing. He read him so well, but now he's in trouble as the knockback into some more CC with the curse root. And he's not going to be able to get the ultimate for the dunk down as he gets knocked up. Lucian does end up getting the kill. He did a lot of damage there, but Golden Manafish was, I don't know if he was just feeling himself or what, but that was so out of place. And now they're losing like so much of the pressure they had across the river that now it's kind of back to equal when it comes to where everyone can go. But I think when it comes to Lucian jumping forward, man, 12's tribute just does not give up when he wants to do a lot of this damage. Heimerdinger in, I mean that's an, I haven't seen that move from a Heimerdinger in years. Whenever his, if I remember right, his ultimate would freeze, make his turrets freeze, and he would just like place a bunch of turrets like in somewhere like that, because he doesn't have any turrets. He has one there. Silas wants to come around. Maokai also wants to come around here. I don't think they'll be able to pick him up, as there's also a lot of pressure mid from Alpha. Ooh, are they waiting? Oh, there's the knock up. Is he gonna be able to get away from them? The silent, no, okay, yeah, he's gonna be able to walk away a little bit, but Silas does also stop his back. Wait, do you need me? Do you need me? I'm staying here. And then, okay, all right, I'll go back. I have money to spend. Ooh, people trying to look out for people as Ismelio caught out here. She does get, or gets picked up, gets knocked around a little bit there, and the flash over does not matter when the auto attack was already in the air. I think Biggie popped the ultimate there, but it's not that long of a cooldown. So many pings coming out. They are just, they want vision, or they think there's vision there. As he's able to actually keep jumping in there. There's the ultimate picked up. Curse of the Sad Silas does not follow through with it, but he has that locked and loaded, ready to go. And yeah, wait for the R for Amumu, he's saying. Ocean Drake's up in a minute 15 or so, but what's really kind of struggling for, as he gets hit up with 3 turrets, man. Ooh, that punch though, doing a lot of damage. They've made some great plays, but it kind of is almost at a so what point. Like Betas, they caught some people out, they got some kills. Yeah, that's great for morale and getting a little bit of gold, but Alphas are winning those type of fights around objectives, and then they're able to come through. And sure, that last one got stolen, but that was just a stolen dragon, versus really all 3 of those dragons were Alphas because of good plays they made. So yes, we're making good plays for the side of Bilgewater, But it really comes down to, are they going to be able to make those plays when it matters around objectives? And again, sure, they are ahead in gold in a lot of ways. And we'll see, ooh, is Dolph going to actually get taken down here, because Lucian just doing so much. The heal coming through as he tries to doll at the Cole lane. Another one, ow, he does actually survive. And now, oh, he has Scots. He gets so far into him. There goes the curse. There goes the Galio knockup. Everyone is just dying, and Lumu can't do anything. Lucian gets rooted up too. He's doing some damage. He's untouched so far, but now, oh, they're all collapsing down. Sivir goes straight for Lucian, gets eaten for it, but they still win the team fight at the end of the day. The turret's trying to, I don't know, poke back into a little damage there, but Darius with the slam dunk. And, oh, we see Dolph throwing up the Tom Kench on top of Lucian. 100% disrespectful as Red Team takes the Ocean Drake. Now they have 2 of those. And I think Ocean Drake helps out so much for Beta, because if they are able to just continually regen, yes, Lucian can poke you down a lot, but you're going to be able to survive when he's shooting his Colin at you from so far away if you're able to just dodge a little bit. And, I mean, Cho'Gath, yeah, can chomp you, but you got to get low enough first. So, Galio doing so much CC, 3-1 and 10, a part of a lot of team fights here. But I am surprised that Silas Bacon was able to land his chains from so far away. And, oh, hello, Mummy. Yeah, run. Oh, and Silas. Not Silas. Where is Silas at? Oh, he's on top side. Yeah, he's fighting up top side. Sivir, though, Melio gets knocked back. The boomerang comes back for the other kill. There is a huge fight. Great curse coming through. They're trying to do so much damage to Darius, and they succeed. He gets eaten up. There's silence. There's a knockout, or like the root. Oh, great job of Rocket Belt to try to get away from there. Is he trying to bait them in? We'll see. Galio just getting so much HP back with his regen, and Heimerdinger doing what he can to make sure that he doesn't push into that tower. A lot of fighting there. Silas does have the chomp chomp from Cho'Gath. The whole time, though, Lucian getting more minions, getting a tower, putting some money into his pocket. What was fantastic about that last fight from the side of Alphas, and what they've done a lot of times too, has been their usage of CC and layering. They're not just spamming and just smashing their keyboards because they found someone. They were really making sure that, okay, if we can make sure Golden Banana Fish is not able to like land his abilities and kite us, he's just done. And Sivir, oh, Sivir, are you caught out? She gets knocked back and boinked a little bit there. This fine for now. Lucian maybe looking to see if he can jump up. No. Cho'Gath was there for moral support as well. Good for you, bud. I appreciate it. Again, this is game 3. Both these teams have won one game. The next one continues on to top side of the bracket. The one that loses gets another chance they're on the bottom side of the bracket. I wouldn't be surprised if we see whoever loses this continue to push through more of those teams, because both sides have been so good at utilizing their team comps, coming up with these odd champs that you're not always ready for. Speaking of odd champs, run, Heimer, run! He's trying to get away. I think Galio is going to try to jump in there, but great job of making sure that he does not fall out of the way. Silence coming through. Silas is here. Is he going to jump over? He keeps kiting back and forth. There's a flash away. He steals the Cho'Gath ultimate, and a lot was used there. And Galio, man, I think he was trying to help out his team, but just was not able to tank it up and survive enough for any follow-through. Ocean Drake in a minute and a half is being pinged out. Silas really, Bacon OP really making those calls, really wanting to keep forcing these objectives. Saplings being super annoying pseudo wards for your team. Silas is on top side though. This would be kind of rough if any type of fight would break out, because Silas is so key on making sure that he can find those objectives, or find the main focus of the team fight. when he can jump in from so far away. And all right, they smite it out, so there's they own that little bit of movement speed there. But now we're all matching back up here. Cho'Gath pinging, his R is at 1613 true damage. That will be really hard to secure and steal by Bacon unless they can win a team fight before that. Oh, there we go, Heimer. Heimerdinger, if you hold your mouse closer to you, or I guess I'll say the missiles go at your mouse like a focal point, so if you hold it really far away, it'll be a pinpoint where they all land. But if you hold your mouse closer to you, they fan out. And like right there, he used the fan out to make sure that he could spread and hit that whole bush. And it did a good amount, little decent amount of damage that made them respect and back off. Emilio also getting some poke there. Ooh, there's a ghost forward. They're just going to be able to jump away, but Darius was not along for the ride. Oh, here's the curse. It gets stolen up by Silas. Are they going to run around the other side? Here comes the twisted tree line, which rest in peace, the 3v3, and we're going to see them try to go in there. Silas is at a good angle. He's going to jump in there. The curse jump forward. It gets spell shielded out, but then they are able to keep following in there. Whoa, I think that's 5 people get picked up by Silas into the curse of the sad Silas and into the big ultimate from Galio. And Darius just can't do it, though. Cho'Gath does get a double kill. Galio is probably going down here for as well because Lucian is just able to kite and it's going untouched. Yes, Silas gets that kill. 5 still alive on the side of Alphas. Great job from Amumu. Jumping in, Biggie McLarge tried to make sure that he wasn't going to get hit up by any of the CC. Used a great spell shield onto the ultimate, but then now here's more CC coming charging at you. And especially when a Cho'Gath is jumping in your face and just like he's going to eat you. And wow, that was an amazing 5-man ultimate from Bacon with the stolen curse from Amumu. There was just they didn't have any damage at that point. Yeah, Spoofhound was able to jump on top of them. Golden Bane was trying to do some damage, but wasn't able to completely follow through with everybody, especially with Big McLarge gone. If Big McLarge was still there, that ultimate and the ricochets and the boomerangs would have been doing so much damage. But are we going to see Bacon? Is he going to be able to steal this again? He jumps over. No, he doesn't steal it. That was so close. And now we're just going to see Alphas continue to just melt through. As they are trying to still fight this here. It looks like Beta, it looks like Sivir really wants to go through there, and he gets pulled in there, but does not get CC'd. AMF Cerberus getting a little too far on that one, and Lucian is trying to heal up a little bit and kite out the blue buff. They're going to keep charging forward. Betas are not giving up just yet. Forcing, all right, I mean, it's a small win, you know, they get blue buff, which is, you know, a win's a win on that one, but AMF Cerberus going down on not really a fight, as Sivir, it looked like Sivir was the one who really was calling for continuing the fight against Alphas after they'd already secured Bacon, or secured Baron and secured the kill on Bacon. Cho'Gath R is at 1729 true damage to monsters. That, again, should be a pretty easy dragon to come away with. So we'll see if Betas are able to win a fight, pick someone off before it becomes a smite fight, because I don't think you're smite fighting past that unless Silas steals the Cho'Gath ultimate to go in there just to steal the objective away, which again might happen. That's fair, but that will be it'll be, I don't know, your last call. Like that's that's kind of like your last option, is to just jump in with the ultimate like that. Do we have, no, we don't have. I was wondering if Dolp was gonna grab oh, what's it called? Oh, I'm tired, but like the thing that you can provide CC for your teammate, because Sivir needs that. Oh, and speaking of Sivir getting knocked up there, good tag on the Rockets on the backside from Heimerdinger. Ooh, there's the Choline as Darius is taking all that up, but that was a lot. Oh, he gets knocked up. Sivir needs to be careful. Sivir's pretty low. They're trying to flank on the other side here. We'll see. They do get spot out in a ward. There's a no-go on a big collapse. Silas, I wonder who Silas is looking for to grab the ultimate for. I mean, probably not Milios, but you know, you never know. I think they're gonna get this tower. Lucian's just up there, takes the turret shot, but it doesn't matter as they take that turret down. Getting ready to take control of the vision in the jungle to make sure they can get Soul. Ooh, looking to try to find. Oh, he just sidesteps stealth, doing a good job. Surprised he didn't throw up his Tom Kench there. Ooh, Darius kind of stepping up a little bit. We're seeing if they can continue the siege. Oh, they're running. Okay, fair enough. All right, there we go. I mean, they kind of kept them up pushed. Top side should be pushing back into alphas, it looks like. All right, and then they pick up Scuttle out there. So great job from alphas. Again, getting the tower, but not pushing up too much. Ocean Drake up in 40 seconds. But what's kind of rough here is alphas are going back to buy up, but this gives betas the chance to control the waves and control the vision before the team fight starts. Usually getting there earlier, like about a minute before, is great, but if you're going back because you stayed a little bit too long sieging a tower that you weren't going to get, now are you just caught out? Now is the Cho'Gath going to be pulled in? Yes, he is. There's going to be some good damage coming out there as they dance around and make sure they don't get knocked up on the CC, and some damage is getting pushed back on everyone, but that Ricochet is just bouncing through, doing so much to the side of alphas. I don't think that was enough to really push everyone away, but oh, maybe it was. Cho'Gath is going back. I think he has TP, but if they just jump in and take and just burn it down, Sivir can take that down pretty quick, especially with the Cho'Gath ultimate, but it's too late now. I don't think they're going to go for it. Oh, I say that, now they actually do start it up. All right. I mean, this is risky because Heimerdinger is keeping the... I don't know if he did it on purpose. He threw his turret over to make sure that they couldn't pull it out. Oh, the flash into the curse. We're seeing so much of the CC going on to Sivir, but she actually survives it. She's actually taken out aim service. There's a dunk coming out to Milio. Who's going to be able to get this on the backside? Blue team gets it. They get the soul, but they're going to die on the inside, on the backside of it. So yes, soul is great for them, but double kill for Darius, dunking on people. What a turnaround. I was for sure thinking that Biggie was going to go down with the flash from Amumu, but being able to survive in Darius, he just... Oh, there's a huge minion wave. They were not able to control the wave because they kept pushing that bot lane so far that this wave built up. I think I called it a long time ago. I was like, oh, that wave's going to push into alphas. Here's that wave. All right, Golden Bannerfish, you've stayed long enough. You can leave. You did your job there. And now they're able to also control mid because there was such a concern, and bot lane, there's such a concern about Darius getting inhibitor that they had to let all of this go. I bet they're going to get this and run. There they go, yes. And Silas he's not able to take that one down either, but that is almost 3 inhibitors that are completely... Oh, is it going to go down? I mean, just go up and just... sneeze on it, man. 75. I mean, it's barely regenning, but just go and sneeze on that, man. So that's one team fight away from winning for betas because of all those open inhibs. They can go through, and at the very least, if nothing else, you're getting all 3 inhibs after a good team fight. I wouldn't even be surprised if they posture around Baron, try to force a fight around Baron, and then what if they just zoom down mid? They have such an ability, especially if Galio sticks around a little bit. Oh, Amumu does get picked off there. Great job with the curse, trying to be able to keep him there, but Darius pulls him back into everybody else, and there's the boomerang from downtown to get the kill. Galio, oh, so much damage, and he does survive with some shields to the backside. That Colin was doing so much damage. And now those rockets are really hurting too. And is Cho'Gath going to find anyone to knock up? They are just so split. Just run away at this point. It's okay. Cho'Gath, woo, he is just so much HP as called up by Eraser Joe. He's just so big. Lucian, though, if Lucian finds the right angle here, he could just pop someone, I feel like. Boomerang not going to land. They're going for this because he has Curse as well. Is he going to be able to jump in? Lucian doing a good job of trying to stay safe and stay separated from his team so that way he is not caught in if there's a big engage. And with that push off, they're looking to at least get vision. I don't think they can start it because Amumu is up. Okay, man, I mean, why do I even say anything? I guess they're going to start it up. They're really pushing to make sure this gets down. Cho'Gath is doing a lot of damage. Oh, they're turning. There they go. That was the call, was to turn the whole time. Sivir is all by herself, and she's trying to run away, but they're all just focusing in. Here comes some CC just layered on top of each other, and the Heimerdinger, though, is staying on the backside. Lucian is not able to be taken out either. He takes down Golden Man Fish. There's a Mumu. His ultimate just came up. Sivir does get a kill on him, but Lucian's going to take out the kill on the backside. Knock up, not able to get away with Silas. Silas is trying to run with a triple kill for 12's tribute. He's at it again. He's doing so much damage to the other team. No one could touch him. No one could touch Heimerdinger, and those are definitely two people that you have to get on top of. You can't just let them sit on the outskirts, or else they're just going to do what they just did and throw out damage and just stay safe the whole time. And he got away. That was unexpected there. All right. They're going to get that inhibitor. Game's not over from what I can see yet, as that's just so much. Oh, he gets knocked up. He's going to go down, though, as he tries to jump in. Get some healing from his passive, but that's just not going to be enough. Cho'Gath ultimate is taken up. Is he going to jump into the Silas? Because that would be a burst of damage. Here he goes. Yes, he is. He's going to be silenced. He's going to be knocked up. He's not going to get to him. It's an ace. Oh, Galio and Sivir are up really soon. Darius is up now, actually. He's going to run in there. He has Ghost. Is he going to try to Ghost and at least like stop them from getting off this tower? Lucian used Dash. He doesn't have anything to get away right now. Yeah, great taunt coming through. 12's tribute is going to go down on the backside of this because he gets dunked on. Sivir just doing so much damage as she uses Spell Shield to make sure that she doesn't get eaten or anything like that. Oh, I guess he doesn't have Chomp anymore. Melio, Melio feels like a lost traveler there. Ping onto the mid inhibitor. They are going to push that down. Elder Drake is in a minute 15, called out by Cho'Gath here. This is crazy. The switching in team fights has been so dynamic. Melio trying to get some, has the bot side just lit up, but what's that gonna do at this point as they just continue to run forward? Because now they can be able to get this. They can get, again, we talked about one good team fight is going to allow them to come forward in there. And so, well, let's just do that. I forgot I could take all that away. I should do that more often. Amumu is up. Cho'Gath is going to be up soon. Baron is up, but more important than that is going to be Elder very, very, very soon. And are they... There's question mark pings. They're trying to stop them, but no, they get back. So many pings. Ooh, look at this. Look at these sneaky people. This is 100% a Dolp play. 100% Dolp because they spot out Lucian. Is he going to kite downwards, or is he going to be really sneaky about it? All right, they're going to just use the Blast Cone to get over. And, oh, here comes Cho'Gath. He's just going to appear on the side of them. The knock-up does land. They flash forward. They're trying to get rid of the Silas, but Galio is here to knock up and at least provide some CC. There's some separation there. Sivir is on the top side, is getting poked out and separated. They're not really able to follow through, but we do have Curse of the Sad Silas, and he might be able to do something here. Oh, great taunt coming through. Amumu does get healed up. Lucian is doing so much damage, and they can't get to him. There they go. They're going forward. There is... Oh, the Hourglass is saving, as Lucian did have GA. Is Lucian be able to survive this when he comes back up? Lucian trying to be able to get away. There's so much focus, but he is just being survived, and Lilio is keeping him alive. They can't do anything. Oh, he gets killed off on the backside, but that's not going to be enough. Silas is already down. He does take out 12's tribute. There's some pings. They're pinging to go in the game. Will they have it? They're down for so long. I think so. That was a crazy team fight. Melio doing so much for his team, especially Lucian. When Lucian popped up from the GA, was able to just continue to run around. And then, oh, those minions, though, are doing a lot there. I don't think it's going to... I don't think they're going to be able to match. Yeah, they'll just end it here. Great game. That was fantastic. I am sad Devin missed this because this was quite... Oh, it respawned, but I don't think it's going to matter because there's... Yeah, they'll just be able to blow it down. Oh, good try. I mean, yeah. I didn't want to like call it because it was so close, but yeah, there it goes. That was great. Alphas come out ahead. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was somewhat unexpected, especially how good that game was going for beta at the beginning. But then during those team fights, they just weren't able to get to the Heimerdinger and the Lucian, especially Lucian. He was just able to just continue to just hit on the outside, on the skirt on the outside, and when they finally were able to take him down, everyone was bunched up. Emilio doing so much for his team, and then again Heimerdinger, when Heimerdinger is able to sit on the backside and just continually pelt on people. That's just gonna help the game. And again, not that Heimerdinger was taking over the game by any means, but just a fantastic team fight and compositions from both sides. Both sides doing such a good job of showing why they are probably one of the, two in the top three of the best teams that we have right now, especially when both teams played with such conviction around those team fights and making sure that every single time there was like a big objective that everyone is going all in. Only once or twice can I think of where someone kind of split off from the rest of the crew. Every time they were trying to jump in, which was fantastic. So thank you again for everyone being here. We went to 3 games, 10 o'clock. It's awesome. Shout out to all the sponsors, Dick Ray, for being able to make this possible. This would have been a really boring night without us with these 3 games, without the excitement, because it was just going to be like raining outside. So thank you, Dick Ray, for allowing us to have this kind of fun. Thank you for everyone that is a part of the tournament. And speaking of tournament, let's actually I know we kind of talked about it a little bit, but I want to pull up the tournament here. So Arcane moving on here, and then Bilgewater, I believe, is going down here. If that's correct. If anyone is, or is it? Oh, it's 3. Yeah, 3. So they'll play Select Quote, and right, yeah, and then they would be playing. What was this? Henderson that had to DQ. So Arcane versus BMCD, EPCD, or Feed. So that'll be really exciting to see which teams continue to move on through these brackets. That way we can get to UMKC on August 1st. So shout out to Honeywell, A, for being a part of all this, but B, for finding some great games. Henderson, BMCD, Select Quote, Well Sky. Thank you to everyone that is a part of this. And then thank you to KC Game On. We're streaming on the channel. Throw a follow, throw a subscribe if you have the Prime, or if you just want to subscribe in general, that's fine too. It helps us just continue to do fun stuff like this. Check out the KC Game On events that we have going on. Again, they're fantastic to go to in person. I think it'd be cool, throwing this out there, the teams that are a part of these tournaments, let's show up and have, if you want to stay as your team, cool. If you want to mix up the teams, that's awesome too. And we can have like it's been a while since we've had like a league tournament at like a KC Game On. Let's have one of those again, get our friends to all go, or we can sit around and play ARAMs and stuff like that. I don't know. But there's so many other games at KC Game On, especially the games that we see here during different weeks, during different nights of the week with our rivals, and we have Rocket League. Smash is really fun and really big. Mario Kart is great, especially in person. Mario Kart is a lot of fun with everyone together. So make it out to KC Game On, board games, good food. So it's fantastic. So thank you for all the sponsors. Thank you for great games. This was fun. Thanks, Nick, for help me out that I could jump on and try to do some of this stuff. So thank you, everyone. Again, I don't know. Have a great night. Be safe in case it is really bad out there. But thanks. Bye.